Hello, welcome to Stretford Paddock. We're here for the watch-along for Man United against Partizan. It's the Europa League. This is it. This is what we've all dreamed of for all week. I'm here with Alex. How you doing, mate?
Smashing, mate.
Good. Ciaran, how are you?
I'm very wet. It's really wet outside.
Very wet.
It's really
and
damp.
you've brought that wetness inside, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a bit wet in here, I'm not going to lie. A bit too wet for my
Just three wet lads having a laugh. How are you all at home? Let us know in the comments. It's good to see you. It really is good to see you. 6 dislikes on the video already. Barely even started, so thanks for that.
We're not that late.
Seems a bit rude.
Yeah.
What are we expecting tonight then?
Boring game, probably.
No.
But you never know.
Not with this Man
Free-flowing
United
football
side.
might just appear.
More than one goal, please.
Yeah.
Please, more than one goal. I can't sit through another 75th minute goal and that's it.
No, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah, just more than that. These lot are pretty crushed.
I like how we can see we've got some snacks. We've got our beers in. I've got a gin and lemonade for anyone who thinks I'm just drinking ice water. We've got a few beers. Let us know what you're drinking and if you're drinking anything. Look at this. I like how you can see the popcorn reflecting on the laptop there. Like, do you know when you used to hold you hold a buttercup
looks like you're
under someone's
glowing.
Chin? Do you know when you hold a buttercup under someone's chin to see if
do you like
butter? Do you like popcorn? Hold a load of popcorn up under the screen.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited. Have we got the team news available to us?
Here we
We'll have a quick go through the team as we can talk about that. We've got Romero in net, Wan-Bissaka at right back, a back four today, probably just due to personnel more than anything, obviously Lindelof being out. We've got Marcus Rojo and Maguire at centre-back, Ashley Young playing after his suspension, which will keep him out of the game against Brighton, so there's no real surprise there. Then something I'm a little bit surprised about, McTominay and Fred starting again, holding in midfield. And then we're seeing young Mason Greenwood, old Juan Mata, quite young Marcus Rashford, and quite young Martial to round the team out. It's a strange team for me because it's stronger than I was expecting.
Well, I think one thing to take out of this is I think it's okay.
He's had a bit of a sicky burp. Can we replace Alex? He's had a sicky burp.
Brandon Williams will probably be starting against Brighton because he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Tonight, you'd probably think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that probably is our strongest team available to us now because Lindelof's out.
Are we surprised we've gone for our strongest possible team?
Just secure qualification, I think he's thinking.
I guess, but
I know because I think Ciaran read out the group before. It's not. I thought we were miles ahead. I thought we were just like if we don't lose, we'll be fine. But we're only
Alkmaar beat Stan at 5-0.
Yeah, Alkmaar
in
did
Kazakhstan tonight, which has kind of fucked us a bit for goal difference.
But I think if we win tonight, we will be guaranteed to be through to the knockout stages at least, and then the 1 and 2 positioning will be decided in that game against Alkmaar.
Yeah.
But seeing Freddie McTominay, because in our preview yesterday, I said that I chose James Garner to be my one to watch because I was almost certain he'd start in this game. Solskjaer's talked a lot about how much he likes him.
I mean, I think if there's a game he was going to start, surely this is going to be the one. You know, you'd think that he'd get his chances in a game where we're going to have a lot of the ball.
Yeah,
but
obviously
not.
I suppose we've got the who have we got in the Carabao Cup? It's not Carlisle or
Colchester.
I suppose he could start in that game, but other than that Colchester game, this is in theory our easiest game for the finals usually in like
February, isn't it?
It's like I think December is the next round.
Max was so
breaking things, so we
can't.
can't. There we go.
It's so smooth.
Yeah,
it's not the popcorn. It's Jesus's glow. That's true.
Yeah,
it's sort of a midriff halo.
Yeah,
if you will. Goal difference doesn't matter. Head to head matters. First, but I think hopefully it's not going to come down to goal difference.
I'm not conceded a goal, which is
to say how bad we've been. That's pretty good, isn't it?
It's been a bit boring.
What do we think then? Score predictions wise, we've got 8 minutes till kick-off. We've got in nice and early today. Usually we're sort of scrambling around.
Too early. We've been. Mr. Housemaid has come in for about 1 o'clock today.
Yes, we've been in
all day.
And we've had sweet FA to do. But we did have a good tea. To be fair, went down to Tesco's, microwave lasagnas all around, pretty banging.
Lovely. What are we expecting then? Give me a score
I'm going to
prediction.
go 2-0.
2-0 Man United?
2-0 Man United, yes.
It's a bold one.
1-0. It is 1-0 FC.
1-0 FC, isn't it? I think it's going to be... I think this is the time when we'll actually get a few goals. I'm going to go 3-0 Man United.
Look at that. The equipment we pay for. Mobile microphones.
Look at this.
No need for that anymore.
It's got a stunning bass that sort of comes off whether you want it to or not.
You can turn this way or turn that way.
You can do whatever you want with it. Yeah. We've got Callum in the comments saying 3-0 United. Give us your score predictions. Everyone in there.
Any more for the score predictions?
I think surely we weren't great against Bournemouth. That was definitely a step back. But other than that, we've been a bit better last month or so, haven't we?
I've been against pretty poor opposition though. Although, sorry, I'm enjoying my popcorn here.
Jesus.
No, it has been an upturn, but it's.
You all right?
No, okay, just stuck in my teeth.
Just relaxed, really relaxed into his post. Like someone eating popcorn on an advert.
If any talent agency is there and you're looking for a popcorn
someone to pretend that popcorn's the best food.
But yeah, it was one step forward, 2 steps back, isn't it?
Yeah.
You win 3 games in a row and you go away. It's fucking Bournemouth. They can't 10,000 seater stadium.
I know it's not a hell of a lot, is it? We've got a few predictions in the comments. Sloan Hyde, which if that's your real name, might be the coolest name I've ever seen.
Sloan Hyde, yeah.
Sloan, let us know if that is your actual name. He's gone for, or she has gone for 2-0. Mad Mardragon 7-3-1.
There's a 7-0. Who think we're going to score 7 goals?
Probably you're not a betting man.
This is the first United game they've seen. 4-0 Partizan. No need for that, is the mate? Come on. 4-0 Partizan.
Who?
Or maybe he means United 4,
Partizan
0, 0. Hopefully. Presumably.
Maybe.
1-0 United to win on penalties. What?
Bryn Chaser says
3-1. How the game worked.
Win on a pen.
I thought you meant like a penalty shootout. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
No.
And then a couple of 3-1s. Don't trust us for a clean sheet. I do sort of trust us for a clean sheet.
We've been pretty good defensively this season.
We've been all right.
Liverpool,
it's not bad back four. It's probably as strong as we've got.
Update, Sloan Hyde is this person's real name. Are you a boy or a girl?
Or both. We don't discriminate.
Yeah, let us know.
Whatever gender
pronoun you like. Let us know what gender you are. Because Sloan, I've heard that can be a woman's name and a man's name, can't it?
Anyone called Sloan? I can't think of anyone called Sloan.
Only Sloan Hyde.
Only the Sloan Hyde.
What a brilliant name that is. What we got here? Actually called Truman Sloan Hyde, but I go by Sloan. Where are you from?
Truman Sloan Hyde.
London in the 1870s. Are you some detective? Are you a Dickensian detective, Sloan?
That's a definite detective TV show
Detective Sloan
name.
Hyde at your service with his little like...
A guy who has like no personality, no people skills, but as long as he gets the job done, he doesn't care.
Yeah, no personality, no people skills, yet somehow all the women he wants.
He gets the job done.
He gets the job done. Yeah, he meant 4-0 United. Yeah, I thought you might do. He's a male, even,
and that's a very
as would be expected, but it was worth asking. We're looking at the group stage standings there. I think United are second in the group now, currently behind AZ, who, as we saw, absolutely thrashed Astana, didn't they? 5-0. Yeah. So if we win this game, we will go, I think, first again.
Yeah. 1 point ahead of Alkmaar, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And then if we beat Alkmaar, obviously we'll win the group. But it's difficult, isn't it? Because obviously you've got, coming out of the group stage, you've got all those Champions League sort of third place teams dropping in, and sometimes that can be anyone from well,
it looks like Inter Milan are going to be there.
Inter Milan,
someone like Salzburg as well.
Yeah. There's often 2 or 3 really good teams that come out of that crop. So it's hard to know whether it's better. I don't know the answer to this actually. Do you get? Are you more likely to get a Champions League dropout team if you finish second in the group?
I think so. Yeah, I think if you finish second, you're put into the pool that gets the Champions League dropouts. I can't imagine you finishing first.
No,
and then getting.
I mean, it's weird because I was watching the Champions League and the Champions League itself looks poorer this year. I don't know what you think. It seems like all the groups have got like a lot of
shit teams. In there.
There's like nothing teams in there.
Yeah.
But then you look at some groups and you're like, well, that's got Madrid.
Yeah.
PSG, Galatasaray.
Madrid aren't the team they were, and Barcelona don't seem like the team they were.
We say that they had like a 12-year-old kid score a hat trick for them last night. Scored your man Rodrigo. Yeah, he scored a hat trick. 1-6
against time, like a little penalty shootout for the charity or something.
He scored twice in the first 7 minutes, and then they got a penalty in the 14th minute, and Ramos took it. That was just peak shithousery. Not giving the teenager
how many? It's over the years they've had so many of those sort of new Messis, new Neymars, though, haven't they? Barcelona. That sort of most of them, like none of them.
Bojan.
It's interesting actually because
Bojan,
to say how much Barca get credited for their sort of academy and the way they bring players through, or used to anyway. When's the last time a player came through the Barcelona academy and made themselves a regular starter for Barcelona?
It's been a while.
There aren't any in the first team now, are there?
Oh, there must be 1 or 2. I mean,
is that Arthur lad?
Arthur, yeah.
No, he's not academy. They signed him from Gremio. They got him from Gremio.
Their attacks certainly none of them are.
No.
There's players like, was it Acuna? Acuna's one.
Yeah,
see, it's kind of
it's all sort of off cuts and reserves.
They go through phases though, the academies, don't they? The way they had I
know they have a lot of players go into all the top teams.
You were never going to top that. Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets in that group as well.
But in and around that time,
even still, Piqué, Fabregas were all academy.
Puyol,
Messi, Puyol. Yeah, there's a lot of them really.
Yeah, that era, that Spain era that saw that crop that won the Euros, the World Cup, and the Euros. Pretty much half of that team came through Barcelona.
Isn't it weird that Romero doesn't like to stand like second in a row?
Where does he stand?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Do you think it's just because he don't feel like a real first team player?
I don't know.
Do you think as a footballer like Lee Grant or Sergio Romero, you must get bored of just not playing?
I reckon Lee Grant has a great time.
We've got I've just missed it. The Makers Race saying, "Hope Jesus is sitting on a JoJo potty after last time." I did do a little fart last time, yes, but it didn't. Let's say it didn't reap any fruit.
This is where we need the button.
This is where we need the fart button.
Yeah,
yeah. We're thinking of setting up a little sort of
and like have clips in it as well.
What's it called? A soundboard sort of thing, but like a clipboard. But
and
not this clipboard that like a quantity surveyor has. Yeah, where we can bring in old clips and little sound effects and fun stuff. We just want the streams to be more and more fun, basically, because that's basically what we're doing. Yeah, and if you watch the Comic Club, I don't know who's seen the Comic Club.
Have to watch the last Comic Club.
Very good editing. Shout out to Adam Patterson.
Yeah, great editing. But that kind of more clippings and fun-ins and all that stuff is the direction we'd like to go in, especially for the longer form stuff like this. Yeah. I'm quite excited. I think Sergio Roberto is probably the closest thing to a player that's come through recently. Yeah, I suppose that's fair enough. He's been around for a
while now. It's not as if he's like an academy. He's like 25 now.
Yeah. So yeah, they've not
that 16-year-old, Ansi Fatu, whatever his name is. That freak of a kid.
The other day?
Yeah, he's like 16, but he's come through the academy now. Not that he's starting, but
we've done really well with the two lads on our thumbnail today. Zoran Tosic, not on the pitch.
Tosic not even playing. Oh,
no,
great.
And then Garner.
Not even.
We've done really well there.
Nacho on the right. Apparently started the season well, but he's gone into a bit of a dip recently. Nacho's in a dip, everyone.
Mate.
So
I thought you were actually making a straight
joke of the stream so far.
Right, and that's that.
If anyone can come up with a better one, let us know in the comments.
Jesus Christ.
Say it one more time. Nacho's gone into a bit of a dip.
I was a big fan of Zoran Tosic.
Thank you.
Did he score for United? Did he? I'm not sure.
I don't think he did.
No.
Did he?
Adam Lalich side as well, but he never actually he was like an Obi Mikel. He had a picture of him with the shirt. But
did Lalich never play for United?
No, never played. Never actually signed. I think the work permit fell through.
Tosic played 2 games and didn't score a goal.
Unlucky.
I felt like he played more than 2 games.
No, because this doesn't include this. They're just the Premier League games, I think. On this.
So it's not that won't have like
transfer market would be the best.
The worst spelling ever.
You nearly got there, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if
they're kicking off, it looks like.
They're kicking off in a couple of seconds.
Matt's pressing. Matt running in custard as he always does.
Oh, I love it.
Let us know in the comments as well. If you're having a nice little beverage, what you're drinking. Yeah. Join us. Don't let us drink by ourselves.
And if you're not, what is your beverage of choice?
What is your beverage of choice?
Sloan asking here, on a level of tipsy to blackout, how drunk are we getting during the game? It honestly depends.
It could go either way.
If it's exciting, well, actually, if it's really exciting, we might.
You know what? I'm feeling a bit like I'm not up in uni tomorrow. I think we're having a late start in the office. I think
I'm
off a bit, a little bit.
School's off forever. Yeah, he's not been here before. I tell you what, can we get Bet365s on the first presenter to shit themselves on a watch along? No, we can't. And if you do, I'll just do it for you if you want. If you put more than 100 quid on
I think I'll shit myself before you will. I think you've got a good control of your anus above me. You may be pushing out the. I got to remember on my camera.
If Steve was here, this is like going
56 seconds
56 seconds in.
I'm willing. Shitty mice will play.
I'm willing to bet you have better control than I do.
Yeah, mine's like the aperture on a camera. It's very mobile, but I'm in full control. Whereas yours is like putting a pin in a balloon.
Where it's like sticking your hand over a running tap.
Yeah, so that's yours. Who knows where yours
just goes everywhere.
Yeah, mine's quite sort of startlingly in control.
How's your bell movements? Let us know in the comments below.
Let us know. White line exclusively for Europa League games. That's a lovely choice there. Maybe a Magnus for your Champions League games, perhaps. What alcohol would represent all of the 4 fronts that United are fighting on this season? I love horrible shit like this. This is probably like radio phone stuff. Let us know at home what alcohol represents each of the competitions United are playing in this season.
I think the FA Cup is Guinness. Old school, not everyone's cup of tea.
This one's Ciaran from Ireland. He says the FA Cup is Guinness. Old school and not everyone's cup of tea.
But still holds its own when you think about it.
Still holds its own. I couldn't agree more with you there, Ciaran. That's a very good call. Thank you very much for joining us. Let us know. I reckon the Premier League, that's that sort of movable. It's done a very good job of keeping fresh.
I reckon it's your Carlsberg.
You think it's your
Carlsberg? Oh no, I can't have a Premier League as Carlsberg.
No, I think the Premier League is one of the few that can change, and I think currently it's probably you sort of what would be the most kind of commercially?
Here we go.
Offside, I reckon. But
what's the most sort of commercially widespread IPA? Because it's sort of the fashionable. It's managed to stay fashionable.
Brewdog, I was going to
Brewdog.
say, yeah.
I think it's that.
Or
maybe like a punk
Blue
IPA.
Moon.
A Blue Moon, something like that.
Blue Moon, yeah, Blue Moon's
It's
pretty
sort of-
nice.
it's
With a
a-
wedge of
we
orange.
can't have it Blue Moon because that means fucking City.
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah, we can. Or Carlsberg for that matter, by the way, because, bin dippers and all that.
Point.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that's great.
Someone likes ale.
I like ale, actually.
I can't stand it's a bit
I'm
thick
not a
for
fan
me.
of that, no.
You don't like
or,
it?
I'm not an IPA fan.
No, Premier League's
all.
gin and tonic.
What, class? I
it's
think the
it's
Champions League's a
fashionable.
bit more
Maybe,
gin and tonic.
yeah, no.
No, Champions League's a bottle of Moet, whatever.
Do you think it's champagne?
If it's there, I'll drink it. And to be fair, if any fluids are there, I'll drink it.
If it's there, it's
Any
the best thing
fluids.
ever.
Any fluids are there.
Kieran is saying now he'll drink any
I'll drink
fluids.
it.
He'll drink a mashed like half a scoop of mashed potato that someone dropped a glass of milk into.
Oh, I love milk.
If it's a fluid.
And mashed potato, so it can't be that bad.
Yeah, that's true. I'm excited. I'm excited for the game, actually.
I realised I haven't really watched any of it. We're about 5 minutes in.
It's because the screen is, for people who don't know, the screen that we watch the game on is...
We've had a great idea with this.
250 yards away,
Yeah, it's
at
a
least.
long way away.
Sorry, go on, what are you saying?
It's just the screen's miles away. It's a big screen, but...
Oh, this is the biggest fuck-off
Fortress.
screen.
Oh.
Maguire gives it away.
Is Thingy playing for them? I didn't look. Is Sadiq
Oh,
playing?
they're
He's
in.
on the ball there,
Oh.
look.
Oh,
What's
he's given
going on
offside. The ball's ended up in the net.
I don't think he's offside.
Half a tackle on Sadiq there.
Maguire giving it away. Oh, mate, we're shit.
And it looked like the ball bounced off him into the net. I don't really know what happened there. He blew the whistle before the ball went in.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
he?
no.
So Maguire passed it to Freddie. It wasn't a bad pass. It just wasn't.
Offside here?
There's no
And then-
VAR.
He is offside.
Yeah,
He is offside.
Luckily.
Yeah,
Gee.
fair enough. Yeah, basically they were offside in the score, but it didn't
Lovely
count.
touch.
So
Marcus again. What a touch.
Marcus has looked sharp in the start of this. He's got a sort of a spring
Nice
in
ball.
his step. You see, Wan-Bissaka was dropped from the England squad.
Yes, I'm not well. When you consider Kyle Walker's doing shifts in net, and you've got like Trent, and you know.
Yeah, but Trippier's
Well,
sort of...
he didn't play in the
Trippier's been
last.
balling
He
for
didn't play in the
Atletico.
last one, did he? Because he was injured.
Yeah.
So I think he's kind of just fallen away. And like I said, Trippier's done
Really well in
really
Spain.
well and come back in. He started both games last time.
And Trent, to be fair, he is defensively suspect, I will say, but he's a fucking fantastic
animal,
passer of the
isn't he?
ball, man.
Yeah.
Sad to say.
Jesus Christ.
back to our phone in for today then. Which cup would be which alcoholic drink? We've got Stia saying milk for the League Cup. Didn't it used to be called
the Milk Cup, yeah. So
Or was that a different cup?
No, that was the League Cup, yeah.
Was it?
I do love a glass of milk. We've had this discussion now. We won't overlap, but we decided
That-
green
again-
top was the
Optimum for drink. Optimum solo drinking milk.
optimum solo drinking milk.
Am I the only person that thinks Fred is shite?
I've always been a big defender of Fred, but my patience has run a bit thin.
Yeah, he's just he's got a lot of good qualities,
or
but he's
champagne,
just
isn't he? He's one of them.
shit or champagne.
He's not good enough to play as a defensive holding midfielder in the Premier League
No.
at all. Maybe a bit further forward, but not in the Premier League.
We've got a lot of
gives
players
the ball
that
away a lot.
rely on people around them to do a good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, like if you look at the teams that are doing well this season in the Premier League, it's the teams with the best midfields, like Leicester,
Yeah.
Chelsea,
City, and
Liverpool.
So,
They are the four best midfields in the league. Wan-Bissaka
Wan-Bissaka
whipping the
cross.
ball in right the way across.
Rashford.
Oh,
you
yeah, the
bastard.
back post. Rashford, sorry.
Rashford.
At the back post just sort of didn't get his foot around it. And as much as I like Rashford, I do like him, and I think he's had a good start to the season. We've had too many times this season where we're in positions like that, and you think, "Oh, anyone can."
Could
miss
he have taken
them.
a touch?
Even top players miss them.
I think he
we
could
miss
take
them
it.
too often. You don't have
yeah.
to hit it that hard. You don't have to hit it that hard. Take your time. Get your foot around it.
Oh.
It's,
Score that.
what is it? A foot wide? 8 yards out. You've got to be hitting the target there.
I've got United to win both halves tonight as well. Bloody no.
Dominic, what channel is the game on? The game is on BT Sport 2 if you're in Britain. I don't know what it is. I
Well,
don't
keep
know.
Probably
us
some
on.
ESPN link or something.
Yeah, watch
in the
yours
States.
and them.
Yeah,
I'm not
watch
trying
us.
to. I'm not trying to push you away. Liverpool's midfield ain't great. It's not that good, but it works because
works
they
its bollocks off.
essentially
I
have
beg
two,
to differ.
They have two fullbacks that make their midfield.
I think Fabinho's like up there.
Fabinho's excellent. The rest of it isn't great.
Wijnaldum's even pretty good. when he was at
Wijnaldum's
Newcastle,
grown.
but he played
Yeah.
further forward at Newcastle, didn't
Yeah.
he?
But it's one of
And
them
you've got
that he just works hard.
Yeah, he
and
does,
that's the
yeah.
thing. He's got people in there that do the job all the time.
Yeah, and also I don't think it's an all-time great midfield, but I think it's in the top four midfields in the league.
It's a midfield that works for the system that
Yeah.
To have 3 very attacking attackers, let's say.
Yeah.
Because none of them are going to work back, so you need a midfield that's going to do that.
Yeah, and you got Firmino kind of drops into that midfield as well and offers creative support to the 2 strikers. I think when you look at what a midfield does, they have players who do those things very well. Whether you think that midfield in itself is that good. And I think, like we said, Fabinho's pretty excellent, isn't he?
He's moving over, so it's right in the middle of the...
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Did trim my beard the other day. It's looking a bit... Yeah. I know I don't have the facial hair.
I've let mine grow out a bit. I'm going for the winter beard now. It's cold weather, isn't it?
Was going to do November, but it's looking a bit, puby.
What, were you going to just shave the rest off and leave that on?
Yeah, but I was going to get Hulk Hogan.
Do it.
I can't do it. My dad's had a tash for about... Oh, we're in here.
Oh.
Matter to Rashford.
Oh, good save.
It's the goalkeeper from 2 yards out.
We've had 2 shots on goal in the first 8 minutes.
With a hideous and unnecessary headband there. Your hair isn't long enough to go in your eyes. Why are you wearing a headband? Great play from Martial. A brilliant through ball to Mata, which with a good run, just stands up the defender, passes it to Rashford. And he needs to get some height on it. We saw the finish that Martial did against Norwich the other week would have just chipped it over the goalie nicely. It's that sort of awareness in front of the goal that Rashford just hasn't quite got.
Got the game on. You guys is my commentary. That is the perfect,
sensational, mate.
Perfect system.
My God,
we love you for that.
What age do you think it's socially acceptable to not have long hair? I know you're rocking long hair now, but when do you think you can have long hair when you're like 40?
It depends who you are, what you do, and how long it is. Because if you look at hair in terms of actual length, Donald Trump, whilst don't get me wrong, has the worst hair of all time. But his hair, if you stood it straight up, I bet it's sort of 8 inches long.
Yeah,
that sort of American presidential candidate hair is often quite long. But
I'm always impressed by the people that have the bald top and the ponytail. That's always.
I think I'll have that one day.
Do you think? You reckon you're going to go for that?
No, well, just family-wise. It depends who I'm following.
Depends which side of the family. You were at a barber's and the barber whipped out the razor for your hair?
Well, they do. They go around the borders, you see.
But when was the last time he took?
3 years ago. Not that long.
It's not that long.
I've always had short hair.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What made you? What were you like?
Similar to yours has been my hairstyle.
What was the turning point where you're like?
I thought I'd like to have long hair at some point.
I was like that, but my hair only got as far as like Bieber stage. Any is out there, teenager in like 2010 to 2012. You're right.
You had to.
That nice fringe. How spotty did it get under that fringe though?
Yeah, I had to wash that every day though. Yeah. Wash it every day or else you're going to be
even then
like a walking zinger bucket, man. Grease everywhere.
Nice spotty forehead.
Oh, stop.
Walking zinger bucket.
Is that even a thing, a zinger bucket?
It sounds like something that they sell at KFC.
It is.
We've got Nira saying get a handlebar.
Yeah, that's what I was going.
Yeah, do it.
If someone, you can't, I've got this, but I don't really have.
If there's anyone who's really good with an eyeliner who could sort of draw his mustache on every morning,
please, anyone,
let us know. We'll come round.
Help me.
Oh, did you see
hair length is cultural. Great point.
Did you see today about that Adam is on our next comment?
Yes.
He will be appearing as the Tiger out of Phoenix Nights.
Oh.
Because we have reached the goal on the Patreon. So
of what?
We've got to 750.
750. That's good. That's
if
good.
we got to 700 before Comment Club, Adam said he would be a Tiger.
Yeah, so Adam, by the way, for those who don't know, who have seen the Comment Club, Adam is the guy who edits the Comment Club every week.
Edits it very well, I must say.
This most recent one is very funny.
And because we've gone for the whole Phoenix Nights theme for the past 3 weeks, say.
Yeah, we kind of can't bail on it now. We're 3 weeks.
We're in now.
We're 3 weeks into a Phoenix Night themed Comment Club.
So,
Partizan, a bit of the ball here.
Vidic is in the chat. Is that?
Oh, Romero, fucking hell.
Andrea Vidic, is that his brother or?
Andrea Vidic, any relation, please?
Yeah, if you've got his number, let us know. Yeah. We'll ring him live on air.
I mean, we wouldn't say no to Nemanja Vidic on the watch.
No, he do well. No, I reckon that might do a few views.
A few clicks. I think we may break 300, which is probably a good time to say, smash the like button.
Yeah, and 200 watching. Like half you do it, we're over 100.
Exactly, and we'll probably drink something stupid because we're like that. We're selling our bodies for
drinks in, haven't we? So.
I found a rat that had been hit by a car outside, and I'll squeeze that into a glass and drink whatever comes out of it.
Organic.
Yeah.
You think about the environment here, self-sustaining office.
Yeah, just a bit of rat squeeze.
Then. Oh.
Self-sustaining.
A little shot of rat squeeze. Oh, 3 of us will all have it.
I've had worse fluids in my mouth. Next question.
Moving swiftly on.
Not much has happened in the game in the last 5 minutes since those couple of chances for United. We've had a lot of the ball, as you'd expect.
I wouldn't mind one.
I don't know
why not.
Get yourself while you're at it.
Yeah, I'll be
Treat yourself, kid. Why can't United score that first chance in a game?
Because I'm not playing.
You're not playing. That's Ciaran's input.
Because I'm not playing either.
Okay, next question. Yeah,
Why
but
can't
really,
we
though,
score?
why do we keep like this situation? We should be 2-0 up now, and every game we seem
We're
to
just-
say
We don't
should
have
be 1-0 up.
a
We should be
recognised
2-0 up.
out and out striker. Like,
I think it's confidence more.
Do you think?
Do you?
I think because the Chelsea game,
Rashford's got 7 goals this season.
I think the Chelsea game, we kind of like we pretty
grassy
much
arse.
took our first. I mean, it was a penalty, but we were every time we went forward, we looked threatening. We didn't miss anything daft. And then the Wolves game, Martial pretty much took the first chance of the game.
Yeah,
And then since then, once we've had the injuries and the missing of penalties and stuff, that just kind of has set us back.
And for anyone wondering, I don't like drinking out of bottles and cans. I prefer to drink out of a pint glass.
really.
Yeah, I'll drink a bottle if there's nothing around.
Bottles and cans are for me nans or something. That's the little rhyme that you say, isn't it? Bottles and cans are for nans, and glasses
Did you just cut to me drinking
are for badasses. Cheers, lads.
Trademark that.
What's everyone's prediction? We've been over this. I'll be honest with you, Stephen, mate. We've been over
We've
it.
gone 2-0,
No, we're joking.
1-0, and
I think 3-1 United. I think we're going to win it. We're going to get a few goals as well. What's your prediction, Steve and Stefan? Why is Ashley Young playing and Brandon Williams?
See, I'm hoping this is a positive.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, this means that Brandon's going to start in the Premier League.
Well, as we've seen, Solskjaer, I think quite commendably actually, has handled the playing of the young players quite well in terms of the minutes given, and especially the players like someone like McTominay's 22, he can play more games. Someone like Twanzebe, I know he's been injured, but in theory he can play more games because he's been a professional footballer in the Football League for a year now.
Yeah.
Brandon Williams, Mason Greenwood, James Garner have never played
You can't
in
can't
league
play
football ever.
50 games a year.
No,
they
you
just can't do
You
it.
can't even play 3 games out of 4. You have to. That time has to be managed. They just haven't got the fitness and the physical levels to be able to.
And everyone's
like
going to
that.
go, "Oh, there's players in France, there's players here to do it." It's not the same physical
No, it's not
thing
the
as the
same.
Premier League. Like,
And also, you look at any young player. A lot, the players that come straight in, like Tammy Abraham, he's coming and playing a lot of games for Chelsea. Again,
James.
He was on loan last season. He's been on loan for a long time.
Yeah.
again, Dan James has played a lot.
Played league football.
Against Swansea with Swansea.
Yeah, exactly. There's no sort of substitute for actually playing games, and you can't just play 30 games a year just because you look promising. I think the way he's handled Brandon Williams,
Back post.
back post again. It was a replica of the chance Rashford had 2 minutes ago. This time it was on the volley rather than across the floor.
Chances are coming though. We don't
Chances are
usually
coming.
see this,
No.
I do need
Wan-Bissaka as well. Let's give him credit. Everyone, knocks his attacking ability. 2 excellent crosses in that have found their man, that have produced chances for Marcus Rashford there. So good attacking play.
I've
by
seen something
Wan-Bissaka.
this week about Solskjaer wants someone on that right hand side that just goes forward.
Yeah.
Because of how good Wan-Bissaka is, we don't need someone on that right hand side. And I think that's his main aim for next couple of seasons.
I think.
Have you noticed? Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, when you look at Liverpool and everyone has this, I don't want to say warped view. People are having a go at Wan-Bissaka for not getting forward enough, just because we're so used to teams like Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because they play with that, wing forwards getting forward, getting 10, 11 assists a season. That's what a fullback should be.
But also, let's not forget, that is an anomaly. They have 2 of the best attacking fullbacks in the world.
If not,
that happen
the
like you
best.
said,
Yeah,
like we
that
said,
happen to
because-
work perfectly. Most fullbacks get 2 or 3 assists a
And that is
season, even
because
good
they
attacking
have that
fullbacks.
they have that midfield that just works hard. That's the system they play in. They play
Exactly.
in a system that
Their midfield don't create
the
anything.
midfield don't create. They cover the gaps
Yeah,
and let the fullbacks go forward.
exactly. Comparing Wan-Bissaka to Trent Alexander-Arnold's output for Liverpool, I can assure you, despite being nowhere near as good going forward as Arnold, Wan-Bissaka would get more assists for Liverpool than he does for United.
Yeah.
Just because of that system emphasises attacking play
probably,
for the fullbacks so much. Again, not comparing the 2 necessarily going forward, but United system doesn't favour attacking forward players, fullback
No, because
players.
we don't have
Rashford
a
puts the ball
striker
there.
that's there to finish on crosses.
Well,
That's not what we're there for.
Yeah, and Sijo, they're saying we have Dallo for that. We do, and he doesn't get many assists either because our attackers aren't good at scoring from crosses.
No, I think
Mane
that's
is
why-
excellent in the air. Firmino, excellent in the air.
Yeah.
Salah,
Dallo
not
was
great.
signed for a system that had Lukaku.
Exactly.
That had
I could see
someone-
Dallo going in January of the summer, man. It's not looking.
I mean, he's injured at the minute. I think he's had a bit of a bad time with it.
Yeah.
And he's only 20 still.
Yeah, true.
And I think the three at the back, if we keep doing the odd game of that, I think he'd keep him around.
It's near enough 5 at the back, though. Really,
yeah, that's what I
isn't
mean.
it?
So if he keeps that going, I think as a wing back, I reckon he's probably a better option than Wan-Bissaka
Probably,
is.
yeah.
We
We played him a right
Wan-Bissaka
wing a
probably
few
plays
times.
at that right centre.
But Wan-Bissaka's just so good defensively. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would have to put him in at right centre back, or you couldn't not have him on the
Steve
pitch.
just said, in our case, the midfield and fullbacks don't create.
Exactly
You're
right.
bang on. There,
Exactly
which
right,
is,
mate.
Which is why he's crying out for a number 10. Which
Yeah,
is why he's...
we need. If you could sign 3 players for United, who would they be?
What?
In the comments as well, let us know. You can sign 3 players. Obviously, let's keep it to sort of a maximum of 100 million per player, so you can't get like Messi, Mbappe, whoever. But 3 players up to 100 million per player. Who are we getting for United?
I would start off by saying someone. Well, first of all, central midfield has to be addressed, and I'd love Wilfred Ndidi, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really go out in the position we're in and take a gamble on a kid from, like, you just look at someone like Zachariah from the Bundesliga, or you look at Ndombele, who's been very much up and very much down at Spurs this season. I mean, he seemed like would fit our system perfectly. I think you go with someone like Wilfred Ndidi, who's Premier League proven.
Yeah. He would be on my list as well, so we agree on that one.
Yeah. I'd probably take him as well in midfield.
Where else would you say? A striker?
I would go for Sancho, assuming he's
Sancho.
100 million or so. I think we need a right winger, a central midfielder, and a cam.
No striker?
Number 10. No.
Really? You don't
I
think?
think we could do with a striker. Go on.
I don't think... If you had a right
we do need a
winger
striker.
and a number 10,
Yeah.
your striker is, we need someone that's going to sit on the bench. Because I think this system, with Martial, Rashford, if you had a Sancho, if you had anyone, even if you had Pepe, someone that would fit naturally on the right-hand side as an attacking player, and then a number 10 that would actually play a few passes, someone that can pay a pass that breaks lines, someone that can turn, someone that can create stuff. You don't need another striker. That's not what he's... And that's why he got rid of Lukaku, because he wants to play with a system of three forwards that are interchangeable, that aren't target men, that are just fast on the break, but also good on the ball. That's what he's after.
I'd be amazed if we don't get James Maddison.
We've got to that point. We've got Andrew in the comments saying Bruno, Maddison, and Sancho. I would go Sancho, Maddison, Ndidi. They would be my 3. I think we're going to struggle to get Maddison and Ndidi, so maybe Sancho, Eriksen, and Ndidi would be my.
If we can't get Maddison, Maddison's probably a definite for next summer. If we could get Eriksen in January, would you take him?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know, man.
Absolutely. He's been one of the best players in the league for the last 4 years.
But this smells like Sancho.
No, but he's
or
26,
Sancho
he's
Sanchez.
26, that's the difference. Or 27. How old is
25 million.
I would take him in
25 million because he's into the last 6 months of his contract.
Yeah,
fuck all.
But Spurs don't. Yes, that's true. But the thing about Eriksen is, and I live with a Spurs fan, and I've seen, because we all see Eriksen doing amazing things, and I'm always like, I think Eriksen's, and he says, when you only see, like, because match of the day, you only see the greats of Eriksen. When you watch him for 90 minutes, he really doesn't, and he was playing on the right, I think, against Liverpool, and he was absolutely abysmal.
The Liverpool game was...
I know he's not.
He'd probably end up playing on the right for United, to be fair.
I think he'd fit in the number. I think straight away he solves the midfield. I think
Premier League
it
proven.
makes it. It would make this team look so much better because Fred and McTominay wouldn't have to do. All they'd have to do is do what they've just done there to Matter, but that instead of Matter, who
can't move.
I've seen Milt turn quicker.
Lovely.
Eriksen in there would make a massive difference.
Yeah.
Where do you play Pogba when he comes back?
Given that, I would. Well, that's the thing. I think we need an Ndidi more than we need a 10.
Yeah,
because you can play Pogba at 10. So Ndidi and McTominay with Pogba in front. All of a sudden, you've got your midfield's better than Leicester's because they've lost Ndidi. Your midfield's probably better than Liverpool's because, like we said, Greenwood on his left foot. Yeah,
some of that, man.
Back
That's
post.
3.
He sort of gave the goolkeeper the eyes and pulled it across to the near post there. Lovely finish from Mason Greenwood.
He just cuts in on that. He's so both
so
both
calm
feet.
there,
So both
yeah,
foot,
exactly.
man.
Yeah, if that's a right-footed player there, he's trying to find a way to use that right foot.
So
he can just see
well.
the situation in front of him and choose whichever foot suits the situation.
That's my bet. Looking good. United to win both halves.
Do you think Maddison would leave Leicester when they're doing well and better than us at the moment?
100%. He's a United fan.
See, that's why I don't think January. I think
January.
it would be daft for him in January. They are doing so well.
Yeah.
For him to step out of that team and go, fuck you, do what you want.
Yeah.
But I think next summer
he would leave Leicester because he's supposedly a United fan. If that's true, then of course that's an incentive to leave. And secondly, despite the form the United are going through, don't underestimate the size of the club, the prestige that it is to play for United. It's not what it once was necessarily, but we're still the biggest name in football, certainly the biggest name in England.
We can still attract
and
the biggest
names.
names.
We'll give him 3 times what he's earning at Leicester. Let's not forget that.
Liverpool have built this team from a probably a worse position
Yeah,
than
yeah,
United.
yeah, probably, yeah.
They've
see
built
that-
a
you
team
see
from
those,
there.
Team lineups from Liverpool like 5 years ago,
when they had-
where it's like Alan, Emre Can, Markovic,
Yeah.
Sturridge.
Kolo
Klopp's
Torres,
yeah.
first team was
Terrifyingly bad.
shocking.
Given
When they
though-
did all the West Brom cheering when they drew 2-all kind of stuff. It
I
was
do
just
think I
dreadful.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of comparing Ollie to Klopp though, because as much as I don't like Jurgen Klopp. I just as a person, I do think he comes in with a far more credentials than.
Oh, of
someone
course,
like
yeah, he
Ollie.
won 2
He does, but I
Bundesligas.
think in
Yeah.
the same way, you need to go. It's the similar situation.
Yeah.
And you need to be a bit patient with it all.
We've got Matthew saying Werner, Sancho, and Eriksen. I think Sancho seems to be the one that is sort of a ubiquitous yes. Sorry,
and,
from all
yeah.
United fans that I've seen.
I think I'd love to sign someone that we don't mention. I think that's
Oh, that would be nice though.
that we don't mention that we haven't gone. He's the one, and then he just comes in and goes. He fits.
But we talk about everyone because we're linked with
everyone.
everyone. Yeah, that's the thing.
I think
Everyone.
that's where Liverpool have kind of done well. They kind of picked up that. Mane was probably one that linked it, but Firmino was like maybe a
Oh,
bit of an
Greenwood,
unknown.
Greenwood with the
He didn't look.
roulette there.
He didn't
Just
look
give the
great
ball away.
business as well.
Yeah.
And when he first signed, he was like
And
30
then-
million.
Who, Mane?
Salah,
Firmino.
Salah as well, and then you even think of that midfield like without Fabinho, they did very well. They got Champions League final without him.
They signed Naby Keita and they don't even
Signed
play him,
Naby
man. It's
Keita.
mad.
They had Henderson in there. He signed Wijnaldum. He signed who else played in there? Even Milner.
Milner, yeah.
You know, little signings like that
Yeah.
where they just kind of it fits rather than it's the ones that we keep
Well,
saying.
it's the Dan James of this season, isn't
Yeah.
it? I know he's less experienced and younger than those people
Yeah.
that you've mentioned, but none of us were suggesting that we got Dan James this time last year,
Yeah.
were we?
No.
Ooh, that's a heavy.
Even like I was
heavy
looking at
shoulder charge.
who was that lad from Southampton we got linked with it towards the end of
Lamina.
Lamina. Where did he go? to?
Galatasaray on loan.
Did he?
Yeah, so you
But someone like him, where you kind of go, I've not seen much of him, but someone scouted him, someone said. Because if we can pick people out, they aren't doing that good of a job, really.
Like, just think of someone like, remember when Vidic came in January? Everyone was like, who the fuck?
fuck's
And
he?
obviously went on to become, and this is no debate. We were having this, me and my mates in debate in the pub. If you're picking a Premier League all-time great back two, Vidic has to be in there. I would say probably
I
next
think
to
it's Vidic and Ferdinand.
it'd be hard as much as he's an absolute just,
John Terry.
yeah, like he was a
You'd
great
have,
footballer.
I would
I'd have
want
Ferd-
them two together.
if you have to pick Terry, I'd have Ferdinand over Vidic.
Yeah, so.
I suppose it does complement the
Because
pack.
I think
Vidic and
Ferdinand
just
is
perfect.
just Rio was.
But then obviously
unbelievable.
Scousers will turn around and say, well, Vidic against Torres.
Yeah, well,
he's had 2 games a year.
Liverpool have had one good centre back in the Premier League era.
I seen
So they
something
don't
the
know
other day
anything
that
about
the
centre-backs
top
for
3 was
starters.
like, I think Carragher and Hippie were third. I'm like, how
Yeah.
are they
They
third?
were, but for people who weren't watching football at the time, Sami Hyypiä was all right for the year they won their fake treble. Sami Hyypiä was decent.
Yeah.
He was an
fake treble.
okay centre back, good enough to win a fake treble. Jamie Carragher was anything from mediocre to a liability for his whole career.
Yeah.
He played loads of games for a Liverpool side that was never that good. He wasn't a bad player. He wasn't very good.
And that's a shoot.
That is true. People look back on Jamie Carragher more fondly than he was because
he's a really
people
good
like him
pundit,
as a
probably.
good pundit. He wasn't an excellent player.
Jacob,
Never
he
He
was.
did
not-
like 600 appearances for Liverpool.
But they weren't very good.
Yeah.
He was a local lad who played a lot of games and wasn't, like I said, he wasn't bad. He wasn't a very
here we
good
go,
player.
Partizan
by
on
any
the break.
means.
Forward.
Sorry, Jamie. If you see this, I apologise.
Jacob
Jesus,
OC
we're
says,
miles
just to remind you, we're through if we win. Technically, we're not. 'Cause we
What?
were working this out
I don't
before.
think so.
I've been peddling this for 2 days, lads. What are you telling me this
I
for?
think
Well, I'll double check now because me and Al were looking at the.
the table.
What, you're
I think
telling me a
it's-
comment on Reddit might be misinformed?
Right, hold on.
I
I'll
think
tell you
we're
what the
6
group looks
I think
like.
we're
Carvalho
6
was
points
class,
ahead
but wasn't
if we
here
win
long
this.
enough. Great shout out for Carvalho. He was his peak at Chelsea during that time.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
better than John Terry for that one season
was
that they
just
were together. He was fantastic.
So as the group stands, United have played 4 on 10 points. Alkmaar second on 8.
Yeah.
But Alkmaar's goal difference, we're on 3. They're on 11.
it's not goal difference. It's head
Oh,
to
it's
head.
it's head to head. Fair enough.
fuck-
Partizan
that
are
would
third
mean us
on
beating
4.
them.
So technically, we're not through because if you
Is
know,
that as it stands?
As
But
it
we would
stands.
have to lose to Alkmaar
Yeah,
and
yeah, we are.
Astana.
No.
because
Have we got 2 games left?
2 games left. So
Yeah, because we've beaten Partizan. We've got better head to head than them. And
Astana.
we can't go out to Astana.
Yeah,
so maybe
we'll-
we
we'll
are
be
through.
through.
I thought
Yeah,
it was goal difference.
Oh yeah,
No,
because
it's
it is head to
head-to-head.
head. So
Because
yes,
we've
we are
got a
through.
better head
Sorry,
to head
Jacob.
than Astana. But if we win this, we will have that
Martial,
head to head
that's so
advantage
close.
over Partizan.
Yes.
I think. Haaland would be a great buy too. He looked promising. It's hard
Apparently,
to
he
know
doesn't
that-
want to go to United because obviously the whole Roy Keane ending his father's career while in a Man City shirt.
But I said I don't
Probably
think it's worth us spending the money on a number 9. I don't think that's what he wants.
He's a good goal scorer, though.
He is. But
Also,
is that...
give him a season. Give him a full season at least. These young players that have gone for a lot of money recently, Mbappe, and who's obviously, one of the most promising talents ever, not just a young lad, but people like Felix, he at least had a full season to show how good he was. But Haaland's been...
He did score 8 goals in one game.
He did.
Which was pretty fucking ballsy.
That's skewing his numbers, though, to be fair.
Probably.
Yeah, Jacob, sorry, we've fixed it.
We've worked it out,
You're
mate.
right.
United on the
Not that
break
we're wrong that often here, but
Never wrong.
never wrong.
I don't think I've ever been wrong before.
280 watching now. If you don't smash the like button, what are you doing with your life? Come on, folks.
Yeah.
Give us a hand. Come on. Get us to, what are we saying? What 250 likes?
250. And then what do we do?
I will...
Take your shirt off?
No, I don't
Take
think...
your trousers off?
Maybe. Do we have anything to, like, drink?
Hot sauce?
Oh, I don't want to drink more hot sauce. I've
We've
drank
got some
hot sauce a
rum.
lot. I'm the hot sauce guinea
You
pig.
got to do a shot of rum.
Sorry, Steve, for telling your rum.
I'll do a shot. Yeah, that's
All
fair.
right,
I'll do
yeah,
that.
on this
If
a
we get to
Thursday.
250 likes, old Ciaran's going to... he's going to be
Get
blithe
I'm
for
gonna have
the
a
party.
wankered.
He's going to do a shot of rum, a shot of gin, and a shot of vodka, all in a glass, stirred together, and down it.
Sound? So get
Looks like
liking,
we're taking
folks.
this cup as well as FA Series.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to win the Premier League, so a trophy would be nice.
I thought he said the
Somehow.
FA Series at first, like it was like the most American thing ever.
I actually need your lad's
FA
opinion on
series,
this.
go on.
Just based on, you said we're not winning the Premier League. I made a bet with my best mate that,
We're going to win the Premier League.
no, I said that we are, because people in my house kept going on and on about Leicester. And I know they're great this season. I said, look, people need to calm themselves on Leicester, curb their enthusiasm. And I made a tenner bet that we'd finish ahead of Leicester this season.
Ooh. You know what?
I reckon.
I back myself. I think Leicester will end up falling away. They're not going to win the league, and I don't think that they are top 4 certs, personally.
And also, I think...
I think they've got a bottle in them. They could go on a run without winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's
Winning a
if they
game for a
can
while.
lose to us, they can lose to anyone, and that's saying something.
Yeah, and I think the year they won the league, a lot of what spurred them on to winning the league was the fact that they had a chance to win the league.
Because
if you know
everyone
what I mean.
else was.
They don't have a chance to win the league
I think
this
as well.
season.
I think they have to get lucky if they keep that 11 fit. If they keep the midfield fit, as we've gone on all the way through.
All season.
How good the
we've
midfields
talked about
are.
Leicester's
Yeah.
midfield.
Leicester
more times
midfields,
than we've
everyone's
talked about United's
midfields.
midfield.
If they keep that fit, then yeah, I can see them finishing above us. But if they lose Ndidi, I don't think there's anyone that fills his boots in there.
Well, we thought that with Harry Maguire. They brought fucking Soyuncu in.
But
and
again, I
Well,
think
then, I
he's
think
been...
everyone's underrating how good fucking Johnny Evans is.
Yeah.
Man,
Everyone's
when
slack.
Johnny Evans left United, I was crying for him to go after the MK Dons game.
Yeah.
Because I remember it.
And that's
Fairly
what
sure
Fergie wrote in his second book. He said
His latest
that's
one.
The latest one. He went, that was the one where he went, I don't understand why
They sold Johnny Evans.
sold Johnny Evans. He was for
always-
him. He was the one that was going to go next to a Chris Small and a Phil Jones
Yeah.
and bring them on.
Yeah.
He'd done that
He was meant
time
to be
with
the one to bring
he'd done
the
that
next
time with Vidic and
generation
Ferdinand
through,
and
yeah.
stuff, and sort of he was the one you could sort of trust to bring them on, and they just went, "Nah, off you
Do
go."
you not think it's weird? Like if Fergie, let's say, turn the clock back, Fergie takes over 5 years later than he did, and we still have him at the club.
Yeah.
Would we be looking at a
I
back
was
two
thinking about doing this.
of Chris Smalling and Phil Jones and be saying greatest in Premier League history?
No.
Possibly. Maybe not that.
I think he'd given up on
Smalling's
that.
tearing it up in Serie A, and fair play to him, man. Honestly, they're going to make it.
I think you saw the-
Smalling would be more highly regarded than he was. I think Phil Jones's injuries were
I think
gonna
what
play an
would
impact
have,
on
I
his
think
career
what would
no matter who
happen
was
was
the
that Moyes year, he'd have phased them in a lot better than because problem with Moyes is everyone said he did these training that fucked off Vidic and Ferdinand that really and Van Persie. That's why they were injured for that entire year, weren't they? They had a lot of games out. I think he'd have phased that season a bit better. So Vidic and Ferdinand would have tapered down, but they'd have still played.
Well, let's not forget, Vidic was already coming on as sub a lot, and he
Yeah,
didn't play as many
I think
games
so.
that last season.
Well, he had that
And
horrific
that's
injury in like 2011,
His knee.
12 when he was out for like the whole season.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
champion. That was a bad day.
That
It
was
was
At
against
Villa?
No,
Villa.
it was a
Was it a Champions League game?
Champions League game because we got knocked out.
Oh, Basel.
Basel.
Was it Basel?
Basel away.
Was it
He did his knee
against Basel away?
against Basel away, and we got knocked out that same night.
I remember
We kinda
that
just
night,
went,
yeah.
fuck, that's the season done, isn't it?
That's mad. Fergie did have some disastrous Champions League campaigns, didn't he?
Heavy
couple where he
collision
didn't
there
get through
with
the group.
McTominay.
There was
Couple where he
some.
didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
Just
Exa-
gone through the back of him.
Remember when Jose came with Porto, we didn't get through the group. I remember
Yeah.
11-12, we didn't get through the group.
No, Jose Porto, that was quarterfinals.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Was it
Yes,
quarterfinals?
Yeah,
definitely.
because they played. It was
the second leg.
Leverkusen in the semi, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they played
We'd have won
Leverkusen in
it
the
that
semi and Monaco in the final.
I could swear I remember Costinha coming to Old Trafford, and I thought it was in
That Porto game was certainly a knockout.
Definitely
Was it?
knockout.
Was it?
side.
I thought it was.
Certainly.
I thought it was a great game.
If anyone can let us know the Porto's route to the final of the Champions League in 2004, I believe, let us know.
Oh, did anyone see that them restaurants in the Trafford Centre got shut down?
No.
There's 4 of them.
Why?
Really?
So there's the Big Chinese, the Yang Jing, True Street straight across, and then Chow Baby and Zizi. And apparently it was mice.
Oh no!
And I used to love that.
Martial
Chinese.
in the box. Does one, does two. Pass the goalkeeper
Yeah!
2-0.
We're on the way
Brilliant
to winning
goal.
both halves.
Martial with that close
Fucking
dribbling
come
and
on.
his excellent finishing there. That's the difference. No offense to Rashford, I don't think he can do that. He doesn't have that tight touch.
he's got-
See, Mata's got the touch for it. Rashford's got the speed for it. Martial's the only one that's got both together. They're
Look,
lovely
folks,
goals.
Joe,
We'll
I
have
hate
some
to
of that.
say this. You might be right here. This might be the day where we score a few goals.
This is
here.
the day.
Oh.
We've scored 2. We've made another 2 excellent chances. Look at this play from Martial here. Good pressing by Greenwood. Ball to Martial.
that
Brilliant
touch.
first touch. Pass 1. Pass 2.
Oh yeah.
Knobs it past the goalkeeper.
You know what this game kind of
That's,
reminds me of? Do you remember when we beat West Ham 4-0 in the League Cup and we scored like 4? I don't know
Martial
why this
scored 2 in that game.
He scored 2 in that game as well. Oh, it's a
Lovely
nice
finish. Excellent goal there by Martial. That's what we've been missing there. The 2 close touches to take away from 2 players. This touch, right foot there, pass 1, and then this touch on his left, just out the way of that tackle. Brilliant.
Toe
It's
poke.
And then
2-0,
toe pokes
yeah.
around the corner. Fantastic goal.
Take Martial off now. Give him a break. He doesn't need it anymore. We need him for the weekend now.
All right, let's have a look. Feyenoord winning. You up the boys? It's looking good, lads. We're eating good tonight. We
Yeah,
feast.
done well.
Oh, have you eaten dinner tonight? What,
I had a
Nailed it.
nice. Well, it was an interesting topic of discussion.
We were going
Go
through
on,
this
mate.
all day. We were
Tell us
trying-
about it.
Well, we were discussing, obviously, in the office here, when we have a few beers watching, we like to have a bit of pizza.
Yeah.
Or a bit of Mackey's. But we thought, here we go. Oh, mate. You got to finish that. Should be 3-0. But long story short, we decided not. I had a Tesco's microwavable lasagna. Al, you had a...
I had a katsu curry from Tesco.
Ooh, you had sushi because he's a vegetarian.
Because he's
And
I'm not
Cal
vegetarian.
behind the camera had... Oh, you're not a
Just
vegetarian.
I had fish sushi, didn't I?
pescatarian.
Pescatarian? Is that
the one, lads, yeah.
Pescatarian.
But you
there
do
we
like
go.
a steak bake, don't you?
Oh, I love a steak bake, lads. When will Pogba be back in action? Maybe the Sheffield United game,
Well, I have to
but
go
for
after,
it.
I'm
after
absolutely
international
bursting.
break,
Seal-
we bring me a
seal's
beer
broken.
back on the way back. pal.
Would you like a beer or would you like gin?
I'd like a lovely beer, please.
I'll get. Would you like a beer on?
No, I'm
Kieran's
all
going
right
to the toilet.
I'll go.
It's what he does best, isn't it? Really,
It is.
Evacuating his bowels. Martial is better than Mbappe. He's just injury prone. Big claim.
Big claim.
I have to disagree with that, unfortunately, but I do think he's.
I don't know. You
think he's a
do
good player.
need. I said, we're getting framed up here.
Oh, lovely. You do need what?
What was I saying then? Martial. He does need some. It does need a good run in the team because he is better than what people say. Because every time he has had a good run, in them first few games when he came for United, now there's 2 of us.
Hey, lads. Stretford Paddock here.
Stretford, Paddock.
Kieran's gone for a wee.
It's really quiet.
Nice and quiet. Steve in the comments saying Porto could be the worst side to win the Champions League in the last 20 years. No, the worst side to win the last Champions League in the last 20 years is Chelsea.
That Chelsea
By
team,
an absolute
they
mile.
were like 8th in the Premier League.
Terrible
team.
Porto are the smallest team in name to win it, but that
But
team
you remember
they had
that
year
team got
was an excellent year.
ripped to shreds and dominate. Like Deco was in that team.
Deco was in that team.
Carvalho was in that
Carvalho's
team.
There's
other ones.
etc. Thing
Was
is
the
that
lad? Who's that striker?
Brazilian.
They had? No, they had a striker. I think
Was
was
it
it the lad that
Carlos
went to
Eduardo or something?
Blackburn? Was it Benny McCarthy? Did he play? At
Benny
that
McCarthy
time?
was in that team.
He was in that team.
Let's have a look at the Porto
He's an odd-
2004 squad.
But yeah, that team, and also the Liverpool team that won in 2005 had Milan Barros as their centre forward.
Although you saw what he did in the Euros in 2004. He's a top goal scorer.
Let's have a look at that Porto team.
They had Ricardo Carvalho. Who else did they have?
Castilla,
Deco.
quality.
Yeah. Carlos Alberto. It was Carlos Alberto. Bosingua, who we all know, of course. Hugo Almeida. Benny McCarthy. Victor Bayer. They had some
They had
good
some players in there
players.
that kind of went out and played all over the place.
And they were certainly, that season, an excellent side. Whereas Chelsea that year sort of stumbled and bumbled their way to
Had
winning the Champions League.
the Gary
Who did they beat
Neville
in the final?
moment.
Bayern, wasn't it?
Bayern, and they got battered in the
They
final.
got
as
battered
well.
by Barca. They got battered by Bayern. And they beat them both and won it. I would say they're the worst team that's won the Champions League in the last 20 years.
I'd
Let us
say
know
so.
in the comments who you think the worst squad to win the Champions League was.
Did you want one?
No, mate, I'm all right at the minute.
That Porto team was fire. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That Monaco team
Terry,
was fine.
Czech, Lampard, Drogba. True. Drogba was too old.
They were
Lampard was
all
getting on a bit.
on the way out. Considering, what was it, how many years before when they were... That
I mean,
was
they
at the
finished
peak.
6th in the league, didn't they?
Yeah, they were just shite.
Manish as well, yeah.
Oh, lovely
Martial,
that.
give him back. Oh, no.
Manish, Thiago. Are we discussing this
Yeah.
team of 0405, is it? Or
It was the Porto team.
Or Porto team.
03, 04.
Deco coming third in the Ballon d'Or with that Porto team as well.
Yeah, that was an excellent side. Because someone said that Porto team is the worst team to win the Champions League.
Nuno Espirito Santo, Wolves manager, was the backup goalkeeper, I believe, for Wolves at the time. Yeah.
That
Look at
was
this.
tremendous.
Little random bit of nugget knowledge.
Is that true?
Benny McCarthy, you said I heard as well.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
It was a good
And
side.
Nuno there,
So-
that'll be him, isn't it? That lad there.
Yeah, goalkeeper.
Yeah, there he is.
I did not know that. I didn't even know he played for
I
Porto.
didn't think they were that.
Probably
There's not
Liverpool in 2005. Good point. I think the Chelsea side was worth. Liverpool in 2005 had Gerrard, Alonso,
Morientes.
Mascherano. They had some good players in that side.
No,
Mascherano.
about 05. Mascherano was.
No,
he
no,
gone
he
by
wasn't
then?
there.
He was. He moved to Liverpool in the January of 2007. The fact I know that is why I'm going to die alone. By the way, no, I had the likes of
The fact you
Smeaton.
go to Dialone we talked about earlier.
Oh, fair enough. Oh well, yeah. Less said the better.
Yeah.
It's not the size. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, folks.
What is it?
Size of the fight in the dog.
Right, love that.
Moving
Worst team is
swiftly
Liverpool. Even if it's
swiftly
played
on.
from this other worst. Yeah. They got lucky.
Monaco
Liverpool
got-
did get lucky in the
Monaco
final.
You
got
make
beat-
your own luck, though. Don't
Monaco
you?
got beat in the final by Madrid, and Evra was in that team.
No, Porto.
No, Monaco got beat by Porto. That was that year.
Yeah.
It was Porto, Monaco in the final. Everyone was in that team. I think
Morientes was in
Drogba was in that team, wasn't he?
No, he was Marseille and Auxerre.
Who was the striker for for that Monaco side?
Morientes, I think. Fernando Morientes.
It was Morientes, but there's another one.
Someone's just said in the comments, do you think Liverpool will win on Sunday? I hope not.
Oh, it's City. Bravo starting in goal. So I've a horrible
No,
feeling.
Edison will be fit.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Was it
I
an injury
reckon
or a
so.
red card? I don't even.
It was a red card, but it was one of them. It was like it was injury, but it was like how De Gea was injured. Where he can't,
Oh yeah, it's like
He's
I'll
gonna be
declare
there.
myself fit.
Adebayor. That was who I'm thinking of.
Adebayor in the Monaco team.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He didn't come on.
That Monaco side was sensational. Evra.
Morientes.
Yeah.
Ludovic Giuli went on to play for Barcelona, scored in the Champions League final, I believe. If you don't remember who Giuli is, come on, man.
Placil was a decent player in his day.
Jerome Roten, I remember him as well, man. Jesus.
Just Benny McCarthy went from there. To
Not a lot
Blackburn.
of recognisable names if you're like
A normal person.
if you're
who doesn't-
born after 1999, I'd say.
Yeah.
But like Gael Givet
yeah.
was Leon, I think. Played for France in the 2010 World Cup.
Little
Anyway,
bald fella in midfield.
Yes. But that was a good team, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a good team. And it's probably what made United see Patrice Evra, so you got to thank him for that.
Honestly, man, ever getting taken off in the derby at halftime. I thought it was.
I thought that was it.
Same thing happened to Mkhitaryan. I was at that game and I've never seen a poor half from a footballer in person.
He got rinsed
No,
by.
Mkhitaryan, and when we lost 2-1
That's
to.
your bottles, boy.
Oh, yes, sorry. When we lost, remember Iheanacho and De Bruyne scored in Zlatan? It was
Yeah.
Bravo's
Yeah,
debut. Oh, mate, he was fucking abysmal that game.
Well, Trevor Sinclair rinsed Evra on his debut.
Trevor Sinclair. Oh, my God.
Think how shit City were. It was great fun when they had.
Oh, I've been to two derbies. We lost
They're like
both of them at
Joe
home.
up front.
Joe.
And that was when that.
No, that was before then. This was the Richard Dunn.
No, yeah,
Sibierski.
this was-
Oh, hold on.
What you
Richard
need to
Dunn.
know-
Richard Dunn was a good footballer.
The,
You don't hold
The
a place down in
the
that team.
Irishman's up.
the best ever years of City for me were the 2 or 3 years after they got their money before they got good.
What? So
Because
like,
they thought they were going to be good faster than they were.
Yeah.
They got Robinho, they got Joe, they got
Tevez.
like
I think,
Tevez, they
I
got
think
all
the
them. No,
years
that was
before
after
that, when they kind of had the dodgy guy that came in, was it? And he signed like Ilano and players like that. Ilano
oh,
and
Joe.
Elano.
So they
Rubbish.
they like had a bit of money, but not like what
Yeah,
they
yeah.
had when the lads
They
came.
had that
in.
corrupt
The lads.
eye owner for a while. That was on the run from.
Yeah,
the
that was the
police,
lad when he came
Oh
in. you
yeah.
think-
Oh man.
and he
that
went,
was
yeah,
a-
I get Ilano and all that. And you're like,
Yeah, this is. I think this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Craig Bellamy, for instance.
Oh, Craig Bellamy. Craig
well,
Bellamy.
Mark Hughes tried to keep it down a bit. He wasn't spending fortunes. He was like, let's sign
Oh,
Rocky Santa
Rocky
Cruz.
Santa Cruz. Yeah.
Just the best players in the
Gareth
Premier
Barry.
like the lower players in the
Rocky
Premier League.
Santa
So
Cruz.
bring these players in.
He was a stalwart though.
And then
Roque
Mancini
Santa
came
Cruz
in
sounds
and
like
went,
a boat party that you go on in Ibiza in winter.
yeah, Mancini came in and went, fuck it,
Fuck
let's
it,
spend
let's
some
have it,
money.
lads.
Aguero, yeah. Silva, yeah. A lot of yous.
Yeah. Do you prefer red star or red stripe?
Oh, here we
Rashford's
go.
through. Chip it.
Oh, you shit
Oh,
house.
so unlucky, yeah.
A red stripe, personally. I don't mind a can of red stripe, especially in 42s.
It's weird. Red Stripe is one of the. Let us know in the comments. What other beverages are known as much for their sort of bottle or
Kevin
can
Keegan in
than
bottle.
Red Stripe?
So, sorry, going back to the City team.
Maybe
I got a visit to Man City's training ground, and a couple of weeks ago, this lad said, "Is this you on this picture?" And one of the guys I play golf with, he ran the trip. And it was me next to David Seaman like this. And I was like, I must have been like 10 years old.
Fucking hell.
David Seaman.
David Seaman
Did he play for City?
Yeah, he did, after Arsenal.
David Seaman.
Schmeichel as well.
David
I know
Seaman.
Schmeichel
Nicholas
did.
Anelka.
Yes.
Sibierski.
Yes.
Oh, Antoine Sibieski. I've served him in work before.
This lad's having a wobble here.
Their goal has got. I think he's got a bit of a tummy bug. Bless him.
So yeah, that team was.
I never forget Antoine. Don't ask me.
Mika Richards in that team as well.
19. We actually had this
That's when he was
discussion as
quite
well.
good.
When he was good from like 17 to 23, and then he was shit after that. It must be the only.
He's one of the earliest peaking footballers I've ever. Michael Owen, maybe the.
Yeah, Michael Owen.
That's it, actually. Forget the other things I've asked for. Which footballer had the earliest and highest peak? As
Freddie Adu.
Adu?
Oh, but
Michael Owen.
yeah,
Michael
Freddie. Well,
Owen's
that's because
mad.
he was like 12 when they were hyping him
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
man. It was ridiculous. 14
Michael
played
Owen won the
games.
Ballon d'Or when he was 21, didn't he?
He was scoring 16 goals in a league season.
But that was different then.
you
Like
didn't
I
have
was-
Messi or
Saying
Ronaldo. We
that-
have warped views of what a Ballon d'Or
I
is.
think
know,
I'd
we didn't
say
know.
It, but it looks like he's coming back. That was in the comments before. Martin Odegaard.
He's coming back, man. He's balling.
Whereas at 16, he was going to be the best player ever.
Yeah.
At 18, he was done.
Yeah, and now at 19,
And now,
he's actually pretty
now
good.
he's 19,
See that
20 years
passing in
old.
a few
and
weeks
actually,
ago?
Well,
That's
apparently he was
ridiculous.
signed as a publicity stunt. It was Perez who made the signing, not whoever was. I think it may.
But
have
that's been a lot of Real Madrid signings.
Oh,
Martial
no,
through
no,
again.
I think
He's got back up from Mata on the right hand side. Mata on
Lovely
the ball
touch.
into the box. Who's coming on to that then?
No one.
Benjani. Lovely,
He wasn't young,
Lovely
though.
callback.
Oh,
Massimo
I saw him
Tebe.
score a winner at
Joey
Old
Barton,
Trafford.
Fowler, McManaman. Jesus Christ.
Massimo Taibi is a legend. I brought this in for the Ace. I have a Massimo Taibi goalkeeper shirt.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that is
I'll
disgusting.
tell you the reason why. So I went in, and this was the 2000 season. It was the choices were Van der Hau wasn't going to fit on the back of an
Yeah.
8-year-old shirt.
Yeah, you're not going.
I
Your parents
wanted-
ain't going to splash
The
the,
last
funds
thing you
for
want
3
is
now.
It wouldn't have
Remember
because it
Van
would have
der
been
Gaal
like
on the back of an
that
8-year-old.
way.
Yeah.
And then there was Schmeichel. I wanted Schmeichel, but they were like, no, he doesn't play anymore. You can't have him. So I was
Yeah.
like, well, I don't want that Bosnich lad, so I want Taibi. So I have a
I don't
yellow.
want that Bosnich lad. I reckon he's got a cocaine scandal.
yellow-
Yeah, so the
felt.
choice between the big name, the coke addict, and the flopper, you went with the flopper.
Yeah,
I
fair
sat next to
enough. So-
Very Van der Gaal United game once. Very tall. And you know what? Surprisingly good looking in person.
Van der Gaal.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so-
looking back, he might be the best looking goalkeeper we've had in, since the millennium. I'll
Great
say
second string goalkeeper though.
He
Wasn't
was quality under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good goalkeeper. Oh, he was decent. He's not as good as like Romero, but he was all right.
Van der Gaal. It's one of those
Kaká
players.
at Milan was
It's kind of
unreal.
hard to believe he was part of a treble
Wasn't the
winning
same
setup.
at Madrid, but
Kaká, one of the few players ever that was faster dribbling than he was without the
Yeah,
ball.
I'd-
it's like
he
I'd
was
say that as well.
unreal.
Do you remember when he-
so
It's like
fast.
me,
He
I
split-
can't run. For
He
shit,
split the
Maybe on
back
the
two at
ball.
Old Trafford when we won 3-2.
If you'll pardon the expression.
Split the back two.
What are you doing?
No, that's what he did. He split
This
the
is
back
a
two.
family
He
stream,
split the
man.
back two like that.
Why do United put the
Don't know what
logo
you're thinking
on
about.
that black patch? It looks weird. It's to commemorate 20 years since we won the treble, even though it was 21
they're away.
seasons ago, I think.
Partizan. Space everywhere.
Space on the right side, a poor ball there. Partizan just sort of slowing down their own counter attack unnecessarily with a bad pass there. Still got the ball though into the box.
Oh, nearly a tidy finish
Offside.
offside.
Off slides. Best non-United player I've seen in the flesh, Kaká. Ooh, good question.
Oh,
Best non-United player you've seen in the flesh.
I'm just thinking about all the games we've lost because that'll probably. I've been to 2 City. I'd probably say.
I watched Sylvan Wiltord win the league with Arsenal.
Oh, you saw that, did you?
Wasn't that game?
A bit dark.
But he wasn't that good.
I would probably say Kevin De Bruyne.
Have I seen Messi? I don't think I've ever seen Messi.
No, I've only seen Ronaldo. Obviously in the United shirt.
Yeah, I've seen United. Oh, that's a good question. That best non-United player you've seen
Kevin De Bruyne.
in the flesh. You have to have seen him. That's a good question.
Here we go. Oh,
Mata on the left into the box.
oh, you've got to
Rashford,
score, man.
Rashford's had
Should
four
be 3-0.
good chances in this game.
He's not been hitting that.
Yes, Tomlinson 1999 was when United won the Champions League. You should know that, but you know it's fine that you don't. I didn't know what year United were founded, so I can't say.
Oh yeah, you got. Well, you didn't actually get out with that much on
No.
that video, as much as I thought you would.
No.
The comments were
because
pretty.
it's actually probably a lot more people don't know that.
yeah. All the
immediately.
plastic fans probably hit back.
Ronnie Johnson was a great centre half. Him and Yapstam were a great pair. Yeah, they were. They were two good players.
Janssen, one of the most underrated
Maldini,
players.
someone seen in the flesh. That's an excellent sighting.
Anyone seen R9 Ronaldo? That would be a good one.
No,
I've
I've never saw him. Who did I see? I don't.
Oh, lovely weight on that.
It might just be Henry, you know.
That's a good show.
I mean, he was obviously a world-class player, and I've definitely seen him play against United. Who's the best non-United player you've seen in the flesh?
And he says flash, not flash.
You can either have flesh or flair.
I went to a Barcelona game
Half-time 0-0.
and saw
2-0.
Iniesta. And Messi wasn't playing, but I watched Iniesta, and from the first minute, he's like turned and megged this lad in his first touch of the game, just gone.
Yeah,
he's class.
He's pretty okay, isn't he?
I said at that point there was no Premier League team that would do that. Had won the game as they kicked off. Literally got the ball, and you thought they won this.
Yeah, that's it.
They know this. They're
Do you
going to
remember
score.
that period of Barcelona where it was just they've won this game. They'd won every game before.
That was
they played
Sanchez. Sanchez in that game scored a hat trick.
Yeah,
one
he was brilliant for them.
And it was just. Like
2008 to 2012, you didn't think they could lose a game, did you?
2013.
Well, they just passed it. They passed us to death in 2 Champions League finals, and United weren't a bad. Well, obviously not a bad team. They were a fucking fantastic team at that.
Mark Overmars, Rivaldo. People seen Cristiano. That doesn't count because he was a United player. Messi and Neymar play. Messi, Neymar, and Suarez in the preseason in America. Excellent shout. I think that's the best we've seen so far.
Messi, Neymar. Yeah, it's pretty all right to be fair.
Excellent. Yeah. Mark Overmars, good player. Not in the same caliber as Neymar, Messi, Suarez.
We're talking world beaters here.
Yeah.
I think another one that was a bit underrated, to be honest.
I think he was.
Because they then went on to.
He was sort of there at an unlucky time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I do think I am. It sounds weird and it sounds so kind of over the top, but I'm happy that I can, say that I've seen either Ronaldo or Messi play in the flesh at least. I've seen Ronaldo play more than once in my life.
Messi was the one
I've never seen Messi play.
I miss Messi because he was meant to come for a what game was it?
Great shout.
They did a United versus Europe 11.
Yeah, I remember that.
That
was like 2006.
Ronaldo scored a free kick from about
70
yards away.
It was ridiculous.
But Messi was meant to play. Messi and Ronaldo.
He would have been like an 18-year-old Messi, wouldn't he?
And they both pulled out. And
fucking
devastated that they didn't play.
Kichenko Tomlinson saying Serbia has only had 2 decent strikers since Savo, Kezman and Mitrovic. I assume you're Serbian. Kezman was excellent until he got cocaine.
Was Kezman cocaine? Or are you thinking of Mutu? I think you're thinking of Mutu.
I think Kezman was as well. Wasn't
Mutu was.
Let's have a look. Did
Kezman cocaine?
Esmond,
that must be his brother.
His brother. Fuznu Maguznu.
Oh, no, it's Mutu. Yeah.
Kezman was good for a bit though. I remember Kezman, sort of 2003-ish, when he was just coming through. And he was an excellent player. Got a lot of goals for, who was it at the time? PSV.
Or PSV, was it?
Yeah.
PSV
he was one of the top strikers in the world.
For a year, Chelsea.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen, what I was looking at last night? I saw the stat that Robert Lewandowski, he scored in every league game. And, in 100, I don't have the exact number because I don't have it in front of me, but in like 169 games for Bayern Munich. This is like at the top right of his Wikipedia, so it's not exactly accurate. He's got 142 goals.
I think Lewandowski might be the most underrated striker of this generation of strikers.
I think because he's not left Germany. I think that's a big thing because he's kind of stayed where he didn't do the move to Madrid that everyone said they were going to do.
He needs to either move to Madrid or move to England.
Yeah.
Or do the England move.
And it was kind of a low-key move because it was on a free, obviously, at the end. It wasn't a big, massive transfer saga.
There's some dodgy stuff went on there with buying how they've done that a few times, haven't they? I think
Pavard
not spent a penny.
Yeah,
Pavard.
They monopolised the league
as well.
They monopolised the league.
They did the same with Goretzka, didn't they?
Goretzka,
him,
Pavard, Neuer. I want to say. I'm not even too sure.
I think there was a few where you've just gone. Why have you not spent a load of money on them?
Insane.
Just got them in.
330 now. Smash the like button for us. Come on.
It's half time. Saying Gascoigne, the best non-United player I saw.
Good shout. Outside shout.
And then we've got Kamucha saying, I've met Gascoigne's mum. She's lovely. Are you sure that wasn't just Paul Gascoigne? Because he looks like his own mum at this point.
Like my Geordie mate who's a United fan
said
that Gaza is just one of them that if you're from Newcastle or from Gateshead areas, it's just
legend.
It's like meeting Maradona. He's like there's something about him that's just.
Well, he was sort of Maradona-esque, wasn't he? Compared to Ian Wright was immense. Mardragon were going, who's the best non-United player you've ever seen play in the flesh? So you have to have actually seen him play. But yeah, I think Kesman and Vidic used to fight. That's why Serbia did so bad in 2006. The team chemistry was awful.
Is that an inside Serbian?
Kichenko, I don't know if you've confirmed that. I assume you're Serbian.
Kichenko sounds Russian, not necessarily Serbian.
Well, he's talking about Serbia a lot.
Oh, fair.
Are you Serbian, mate? Let us know.
Kichenko, let us know in the comments.
Someone said Shaka Hislop is the best player they've seen.
Great goalkeeper. Massive pundit in the States.
He
now,
loves
so he's done
it.
well
Is it?
for
He loves
for
it,
ESPN and all that, because obviously they can't really find many North American players. I suppose Trinidad falls into
They're
the
all
category
goalies,
of
aren't they?
North
Why have Americans had such good goalies
Because
and not
they
much
use the
else?
hands in the other sports.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's
Baseball, basketball, football.
That's probably it, to be fair.
So they kind of move into. If they get moved into it, can go and
And
play
to be
there.
honest,
They're
it's
quite
probably
good at-
easier to be a goalkeeper than any other position on the pitch. If you're talking technical skills wise, I'd say so.
Maybe. Maybe.
We've
We've
got
got
some
a few-
stats.
Cal's got some stats.
We'll
Roll
do a
them up on the
half-time
screen.
review with
United
some
have
stats.
had 10 shots, 4 shots on target. Partizan just 2-0.
68% possession.
It's not bad. I mean, it's
Key
what it's
passes
looked
not.
like.
Key passes numbers 7. So
7.
we're being
That's better than
creating
it has
chances.
been.
Look, it has been good. It's not been
It's not been bad,
for
has
as
it?
much as we've been talking about absolutely everything. It's been good football from what we've seen.
Yeah.
It's not been
Modric.
pedestrian.
It's not been. It's not been as it has been.
No,
it
it's
wasn't
not.
the Bournemouth
It's been-
game. It wasn't side to side.
And we've been doing stuff with possession as well. We got 2 goals, won the first. Go put 4 past them because we haven't.
We need to do that. We need to score 4, 5. Just
How fucked is it that we put 4 past Chelsea and you look at the rest of the season how much we've been struggling for?
we just
Is it Pogba missing from the team?
Just team that's sitting back.
Pogba.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's Pogba. I think a lot of it is up until recently Martial. I mean, since Martial's been back, we scored 3 against Norwich. We scored 2 tonight. We've won 3 away games in a row. Like, Martial coming back has had a clear and demonstrable benefit and effect on the squad. And obviously we lost to Bournemouth.
We've
But
got best United half in ages. I'd probably argue the Norwich game was
Norwich
probably-
game was better.
Norwich first half was a bit better,
Yeah.
but
against the better side. But they've
still
looked good.
they've looked good.
Scores from around the
secret.
grounds.
Who's up for a night out after this, lads?
Well, let us know in the comments. If we get to 400
I'm only
likes, if we get to 400 likes, we'll
we'll
go
go out.
We'll go out.
400 likes, yeah. You got 400 likes. We'll go out, and if anyone wants to come and have a drink with us.
Yeah, the 350 watching.
So all
if
you have
you've
to
not
do,
watched
just
it,
text your mum. Whoever, if you're in there, text your mum. Say get the Paddock stream
we'll
on.
send the location.
Yeah, text your mum.
Send
or text
location.
your barber, or just text like
Send location.
yeah, just text someone.
350 watching. If all of you smash the like button, you know
We
what to
won't be
do.
far away.
When we get to 250 likes as well, Kieran's doing the triple
Shot,
danger
shot,
shot.
shot.
Yeah, I'll drink for the
it
enjoyment of
200
the
likes will do
hundreds
it.
or the thousands. If we get to 1,000 viewing, I might do something even more silly.
Like what?
Don't know.
Urinate on the table.
Might,
Maybe.
or even defecate on the table.
Okay. Will Pereira start against
Maybe.
Brighton? Probably.
Yeah,
He started like the last 7 games in a row, his longest streak of starting games. In the
it's
United
going to be the
shirt.
same. It's going to
Premier
be the
League
same
games.
team again.
Premier League games. No, I think just games in general. Although I thought he was absolutely fantastic against Liverpool. Pereira playing.
He
He was
Playing-
terrible against Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's kind of where it kind of, you know, like I said, it's 1 step forward, 2 seconds.
He's industrious and he's hardworking and he's
It's
got a bit of
people
quality,
that
but
don't
he's
look
not got.
great when they don't have the ball.
Because I saw
Yeah.
Pereira at Granada and then Valencia when he was fantastic, and I've always thought he is a good player. And then I saw against Liverpool that he looked. That was playing in that attacking mid role.
He's just
I was
a weird one that he's just not quite got a position that
No.
fits him really.
he's playing very deep a lot
Yeah.
of the time. You know, but
Can you guys spank Cam live? We wish we could.
He's not here.
He's not here.
well, we
We've
would
got
spank him, but
producer
he would
Callum
enjoy
to-
it.
He's gone
though.
to Scotland, hasn't he? He's gone for a bit of a trip away.
Kilmarnock.
I think he's gone to visit his grandparents, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And also, he'd enjoy it if we
I
spanked
hope he
him as
finds
well.
them well there. Obviously, it gets very cold this time of year.
We may spank producer
Old people
Cal.
can
He's
be quite
laughing behind the
susceptible to
camera,
that.
but I don't know. He'll be laughing when no. No, he doesn't want to be spanked.
How much is a ticket to the Europa League matches? I don't know. It seems
£19 for from
you're a
the unis.
student, yeah.
If you're a student, it's £19.
But you can just buy them straight from United for like 30 quid.
30 quid. But if you're a student in Manchester, get someone you know who's a student at one of the unis, they'll get you one for like 20 quid.
very, very nice. Truth Enigma says, in that weather, are we going out in that weather? We're not drinking outside.
We're not drinking outside.
Going to a pub.
Well, we're not allowed outside. Mr. Housen doesn't let us leave the office.
No, we're staying
unattended.
here. Yeah, we call it the
No,
pub.
it's-
Yeah.
There's an area in the back that's it's
got-
under construction at the minute. We've
Yeah.
got a little bar in there. You get your little you clean your glasses out with a towel, don't you?
I do, yeah. I have a little toothpick in my hand. What are you saying, boy?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Matcher's playing a huge part. Yeah, he's been good. Better than he has been recently. I think he's looked good. He's looked
I
quite
think
creative.
This game, this system suits him where we are going to have a lot of the ball. He's not going to have to do as much pressing.
Fantastic at Valencia. What's in that drink, mate? Eye in the sky, mate. Did you not see him at Valencia? Like, he was just absolutely fantastic. I think that team managed to finish in the top 4. I'm almost certain he brought them into the top 4. It was the season either before, I'm pretty sure it was before Gary Neville took over. He was fantastic there, and he was fantastic at Granada. And, just fuck you.
Oh, he's had a drink. He's had a bit of a drink, hasn't he?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying
No,
something.
that's you, mate, getting aggressive.
Calling everyone out.
You know what? I like it. I like it a lot. That Martial goal, excellent goal. That goal from Greenwood was hilarious. Watch the replay with Rashford standing there and just staring at the ball going in and staring at Rashford. That's what we call a goal.
He's our top scorer this season, mate.
Scored 7. He's not done.
7 goals in 14 appearances.
Rashford, he does miss a lot of chances.
He misses chances, bless him. So we get a little bit of our viewing of the game is being impaired slightly.
It's buffering.
Ravel Morrison, has he played much for Sheffield United?
I don't believe so, because who would be starting for them in that position? I just know that defensively, I've heard people call Chris Wilder the bacon and sausage Guardiola, which I think is a very
Can we go into a bit more detail on that? Because what exactly does that mean?
A man with the same tactical prowess as Pep Guardiola.
A man with the same tactical prowess as Bacon, but with the same skin colour as Pep Guardiola.
No.
Okay.
More the other.
A man who smells like bacon, but he's also Spanish.
See,
possibly.
Right.
I mean, we may be splitting hairs here.
Yeah.
Either way you look at it, he's doing very well.
He's doing really well,
isn't he? To be fair, and Dean Henderson, most clean sheets in the league this season.
That's good.
A question I'd ask you is: do you think we sell De Gea this summer?
I don't.
Cash in now.
He's not going to go just after the contract sign.
No, we've got another year of him being worth what he's worth this summer.
So what do you do with Dean Henderson at the end of the season?
Leave him at Sheffield United.
Yeah.
See if he'll do
sell him? Do you sell him? You don't.
I'm taking loan again. If he can do one more year.
Yeah.
What, like Chelsea did with Courtois when they loaned him to Atletico for like 50 seasons?
Here's an idea. No one ever thinks to do this. We don't want to get rid of him. We don't want to have to sell him, but we don't want to play him. Drive him to, I don't know, South Africa.
Right, okay.
Put some, make him walk back to England. And then by the time he gets back, he can play.
And it also proves his dedication.
It
Exactly.
It gives us sort of 3 or 4 months to kind of work out what's
South
going
Africa,
on.
Though.
We're buying time. Right. All right, then, somewhere more remote. The Maldives.
Kazakhstan. We'll drive it. We'll take him with us as we go to Astana.
Take Dean Henderson to Astana and let him walk back.
Off.
In the camper van, drop him off.
Yeah.
We will not be going to Astana in camper van.
Leave him there with no items. You know what? He might just live a happy life in Kazakhstan. And is there anything wrong with that?
On that trip, by the way.
Until
we got to like the end of Russia, and then
to let everyone watching know, we had this crazy idea a few weeks ago that we would, invest in a camper van and possibly trek all the way to, I don't know exactly where Astana is in Kazakhstan.
It's a long way
northeast.
As Cal says, it's fucking ages away.
That's
an apt description. But yeah, that was the plan. Would have been pretty appropriate considering we're on the Phoenix Knights, Max and Paddy type ordeal.
Stretford Paddock's road to
Astana.
Not nowhere, but Astana.
Well, which is nowhere.
Yeah,
it's in the middle of nowhere.
It really is the middle of nowhere.
By anyone's definition.
We'd have died.
It's
like 1,000 miles. It's like 600 miles from any other city you've ever heard of. It's so remote and so far away and so barren, and the roads were like, he said every year like 30 odd people just freeze to death on the roads.
We were going to go via...
Yeah, because
we were going to go
like
via
200 miles between
well.
towns. And
go via
30.
Chernobyl as well. That was the other
via Chernobyl as well, because we were all talking about how great...
Sure. Oh, someone's coming in.
Trying to break in. Anyway. We were going to go via Chernobyl, which I don't know how geographically that makes sense, because like Kazakhstan is...
It's kind of on the way.
It's on the way more than like New York is on the way. Yeah.
It's on the way, like New York is on the way to like Japan.
It wouldn't have been. It would have just been House and us, not McCullough. I doubt you'd get him away. He wouldn't be doing that.
No,
you won't get McCullough in a caravan for 2 weeks.
No.
Although Steve was actually talking about getting in the van there on the way there, and then him getting his own flight home.
Oh, and us
driving it back
all the way fucking back to Europe. Yeah, that makes sense.
Astana is further away than New York. It's 3,000 miles away.
It's a 70-hour drive one way.
Why don't we just drive to New York?
Think about how far that is.
That's a good point. Why
don't we just build a raft?
Build a car that can either fly or swim.
Why don't we do a live stream of canoeing from Manchester?
Excuse me, can this car swim or what? We're thinking of taking this bad boy to New York.
Oh, look, there's people with serious questions. Do you think Ollie asked Giggsy to call up Dylan? No, I just think Dylan Levitt's very good at football.
He is quite good at football, him and Garner in that midfield. Although we all talking about Jimmy. Dylan Levitt has literally not been mentioned once.
I just don't think he's got the... Like, his Premier... People forget how much physical capacity you need for Premier League. And I think international football, especially at this group level...
But if you're getting a call up for Wales, like obviously Wales aren't like a powerhouse, but if you're getting
but you could be playing against someone like, to your point, like the Faroe Islands,
fair,
or San Marino, which are a non-league football team.
Is that what their two next games?
I don't know. I don't actually know who's in their group, but there's potential in those qualifiers to play against a League Two, League One, non-league level opposition, which you obviously would never get playing for United.
I get that, to be fair.
Against Colchester, you would.
Yeah, probably.
We've got Where's Howson? Howson's at the game.
Hates us. He's locked us in here and won't let us go until we
all
send
had tickets.
It doesn't
but we
let
couldn't
us
get
go,
out.
isn't it?
Well, I've kind of set on my little cot over there. I've been living here for about 6 months.
Yeah, your quarters are absolutely soiled and filthy.
Yes, I am. I'm a
we
messy
don't go in his.
man.
He's got a little greenhouse in the corner.
Oh, we've kicked off.
Basically, a self-contained filth. What would you
My
call
little
it?
grieve
Dungeon, I guess.
Cave?
Shed?
I prefer.
It's clear, which is annoying because
Like,
he walks around naked.
it's just
in there.
where I live in squalor.
It's a squat.
It's a
All right.
squat. Yeah, it's a lovely little squat in the corner of the room.
Match, guys. Yeah, good point.
Time to continue.
Um,
There's a football match going on.
Are you going to Ireland for Howson's live podcast with Dennis Irwin?
I hope we're on the list.
I mean, I probably won't be going, but I'll be there because I always tend to visit Ireland.
You
after
bet your
New
arse
Year's.
I'm going.
Yeah, we're good.
But if Howson has any mind, he'll bring the token Irishman with
Do you know
him.
the last time I went to Dublin, I did maybe the most sort of cultured and middle class thing I've ever done.
Oh, you went to Temple Bar, didn't you?
Well, everyone does that.
No, that's
Oh,
not.
I've
that's
never
not-
drank in Temple
We
Bar.
did the James Joyce tour.
Fuck, you know.
Yeah.
I bet you went to the Guinness factory. I've never been to the
No, we
Guinness.
didn't go to the Guinness factory actually.
Lived in Ireland
That's
for
far too.
lived in Ireland for best part of 16 years. Never went to the Guinness factory.
My mate was telling you about it before. He said to me, "Come on, we're going to go visit my granny in the flats." That's
Oh no,
He
the
said,
flats.
It's
The
fine. You
flats.
can go there, just don't talk.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, the
why? He
flats.
said, yeah, because they don't like the English here, and they will kill you.
Especially if you're going anywhere with flats at the end of it. It's probably
Yeah.
It was in the middle of Dublin, and his granny would kick fuck out of anyone. To be honest. His
probably.
granny's-
Not
It's a
surprised.
tough nan.
The game's gone blank, so we are
Let us know. If
So
you've
let
ever
us know
met
if
a
this-
tough nan.
yeah,
in the flats in Dublin.
in the
Yeah.
flats.
What's
in
the
Dublin.
toughest nan you've met in the flesh? One that would sort of kick your ass if you did the wrong thing. Faroe Islands just a team of puffins and a seal in goal. That's very disrespectful, but it is true. So it's hard to. It's
hard.
Probably give
Hard
us a game,
but
to be fair.
harsh, but
We
fair,
did
exactly.
concede a goal to a lad who had like his GCSE year, man from Rochdale.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just, he hadn't even set his GCSE.
Do you reckon when Paddock FC gets going, we could play the Faroe Islands in a game?
We can certainly try.
yeah.
I think we might have to go.
Camper van to Faroe Islands.
away
anyone?
leg.
Don't say it to Steve. It'll get his fucking head going. He'll be crunching the numbers trying to,
Or at least play Gibraltar.
Gibraltar's definitely a possibility because
Yeah.
they really are just.
And it's a good holiday.
It's
as well.
like-
nice place to go.
Is that? Have you been to
Yeah, it's
Gibraltar?
like next to Malaga. It's
Uh,
just a big rock. Next
But
to
for some
Malaga.
reason, when I hear Gibraltar, I just feel like you cross the line to Gibraltar and you end up in like somewhere that looks like Yorkshire, even though you're in the south of Spain.
yes. To me, Gibraltar is very.
It's like Spain,
English,
just with
yeah.
a red lion on the corner. That's what it
Oh,
is.
lovely.
Red line on the
Red Lion pub.
Red line. Fair.
Just
You've
the
never heard of a
standard.
Red Lion
Red Lion.
pub?
Red
Don't
Lion
even know
pub
what's a
is
Red
the
Lion pub.
standard name for
That's like
English. But if you're going to call a pub, it's the Red Lion.
Sorry, what's going on here? You've
The
never
Red
heard of a
Lion.
Red Lion pub.
Literally like the most popular pub name
Yeah.
in Britain.
I would have thought it was something like the Swan and the
Maybe the swan.
Cock
The
and the
swan will
swan.
be up there.
This was in the cock.
Swan and the Cock. I
The
don't know.
swan and the cock. Just swan.
In the
and-
comments, let us know what your local pub's called.
Yeah, what's your local pub? Oh, that's great. What's your local pub called?
Railway.
And why is it good?
Yours is the railway.
Yeah,
So
railway.
you're on the- yeah.
My local pub is a pen and pencil.
The pen and
It's
pencil.
never.
It's just up there, yeah.
You definitely look like a guy who drinks in a pub called a pen and pencil.
I don't drink it.
They
I
have
don't
li-
really like it. Actually.
Live poetry every night and stuff
No,
like
they
that.
don't.
Like
yeah, actually,
John
mate,
Cooper
Yeah.
Clark just sat up there.
I saw a woman that looked like John Cooper Clark the other day. Actually, Fred, mate, come on. Sorry,
loves
Fred
it, doesn't
giving
he?
the ball
He
away.
loves it.
As per, yeah, I saw an old lady that looked a lot like John Cooper Clark the other day for Halloween, but she wasn't doing Halloween. She just looked like him anyway.
Oh, what did we actually all get up to at Halloween?
I went out and had a good night.
Oh, you had a good
I don't
night?
want to go into
Oh,
it too
yeah.
much.
Let's leave
No,
with
it
that.
wasn't that kind of good night.
And
actually.
we'll leave.
I was propositioned on the way home. Yeah,
But are we going to leave
the
it at
swan
that?
and pedo. Excellent
You,
reference.
yeah,
The
excellent
kebab
peep
and-
show
the
reference. I
kebab
was
and
thinking of bringing it
calculator.
up.
The swan and
The Swan and Pedo.
yeah, it was a fella on the way home was looking for
Something.
A roommate.
a cigarette, and A little more to Tokon, put it that way. As the ball gets passed from Mata to Young to Rashford.
Oh, what a goal, man! Fucking hell!
Brilliant finish from Rashford on his left foot.
Ashley Young
And
assist.
the commentating instinct there to change stories just as the goal went
Oh,
in. Lovely goal there,
phenomenal.
really nice, making up for his mistakes before.
Someone said the plough. My local's the plough as well.
Is it?
Are you going to meet Alex for a pint? Let us know in the comments down below.
The
The
Stone
big
Horse.
weekly chat with true friends.
That
It's a
was
long.
that was
it's a
the
long name.
alternative name to the podcast that we do. Stephen
You just know Stephen Housen
House
is sat in the stadium right now in Old Trafford like a kid who's opened Christmas.
Making his notes straight
songs on
away.
Christmas Day just because Ashley Young's got that assist.
Yeah. He's probably
Look
just
at this.
tucking into his...
Oh, he
That's
put
it.
Do you know what? Gorgeous pass from Ashley Young, that.
so unintentional
That
as
is-
well.
Don't worry
Such a
about
bad
So
touch.
unintentional.
Don't worry about whether he
Such
meant
a bad
it.
touch.
Oh, he took that well, Rashford. Oh,
Left peg as well.
top bins.
Rashford, more like
Mattis-
Thrashford, because he really thrashed it into the net.
Nice.
Nice.
Lord of the Mic MC.
Was a decent finish, Biff. It really was. Ciaran used to moonlight as a... what would you call it?
Happy
Sort of
birthday, Joe Smith.
Predatory.
Predatory at midnight, 4 a.m. slot DJ.
That's not the name of real pub, Steve, and I would respectfully decline any sort of employment at that establishment. Rashford, a great scorer of goals.
Oh dear.
Probably not.
A scorer of great goals, soon to be a great goal scorer.
Jake,
A lovely
like
bit
that.
of poetry.
Our main man
like
Jacob
that.
OC in the comments saying 3 goals from the 3 forwards.
You know
That's
what?
you want.
Positive to take.
That's what you want.
That's exactly what you want. And a lovely assist from Ashley Young there,
So that's-
intentional or not. United have 3 wins in the Premier League. Very true.
Bugger. Ghent have scored.
Howson will be loving that assist.
He
yeah.
wasn't. He just. It was a bad touch.
Howson will be turning on his kebab skewer there.
Does he like
So-
kebabs?
You know what? I
I've not
don't
seen
see
him.
him
I've
eating
not seen
much
him
many
eating
kebabs, which is heavy challenge on Rashford there. There's been a few of them, haven't there?
Yeah,
Sort of really stepping across us. Give me some of that popcorn.
Oh, it's sweet and salted, which is the optimum, the best
Yeah.
flavour. Working in the cinema, you'd be amazing
There's
about
a bit.
people who have worked, or who order just sweet.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Oh, sorry, I just knocked a man's popcorn.
What?
There you go.
Thank you.
ASMR, folks.
I think the sweet and salted popcorn only came into existence 6 years ago.
I used to always
My
get buttered
childhood, I never
popcorn.
saw it.
Buttered popcorn.
Yeah.
The ones in-
That's
yeah,
what I used to
butter
get.
in America. It was-
Fresh cinema fluid right in your snacks and beverages. Organic, folks.
Right in your snack slot. Fresh cinema fluid.
Deal with
injected hot style right into your snack slot. There's Ashley Young whips one in.
Oh, I thought that was gone in as
Side
well.
netting.
I love
Jake
if Ashley Young
Rosicki.
scored and he just whipped off a shirt saying,
It's
"Fuck
amazing that
Stephen
Rashford has
Housen."
been taking every free kick for the last 2 years and putting them wide. All of a sudden he bangs them in
Yeah,
at Chelsea
Ashley Young.
and Ashley Young starts taking them. Some consistency, lads.
Oh, lads, I can't believe we're 3-0 up in a game of football. This is great.
Oh,
Oh, here we go. McSauce to Marcus.
Rashford! Yo!
Oh,
Good
too heavy
first
of a
touch,
touch,
would
yeah.
say.
McThromine. Kebab flavoured popcorns. Yes, please.
They had in the cinema in America. You could put your butter on, then you could put like a ranch flavour on top of it.
Ranch.
No,
Ranch.
no, you know what?
No, man, like a salty.
You know those Americans?
Ali,
They have mastered
Madness.
shit food.
Oh,
and
by
you know
a
something as
long
well?
way.
One thing I will say about America, obviously they've got great restaurants. They've got like terrible, awful stuff. The level of, if you go to like an average restaurant, somewhere that's not even good, like Olive Garden or like
Cheesecake Factory or something like that.
Cheesecake Factory, is better than 2/3 of restaurants in England.
Cheesecake Factory is so much nicer than everyone thinks it's going to be.
Yeah, because it's like
Outback Steakhouse.
average English restaurants are so much worse than average American restaurants. It
Thank
really
you,
is
Cal.
astonishing the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're cheap as well compared. For like
And
$15,
America have
you
done
get a
well.
really good meal.
With like the top range, like they've done well with like the really unhealthy.
Yeah.
But then they can also like your fast food can be healthy as well.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a bit of it. So like here,
Although-
we were trying to do too. Try and spend a little bit of money, but not a lot, and get something relatively healthy. And there's no options.
No. And we're in a
Rather
city as well, let alone a
like
small
there.
town like Worksop where I'm from. The chance of getting something cheap that isn't too bad
Ranch
for
is
you.
disgusting is the wrong answer.
Oh, ranch is
popcorn.
nice. Ranch is okay.
Ranch
You know what? To slag America off a little bit, if you go to a Whataburger, which is a sort of a burger chain,
What-
prominent
it's
certainly in
Whataburger.
Florida, I don't know if it Whataburger. They do a salad there. Oh, that's healthy. The salad is just loads of lettuce with a burger patty on the salad. That's not a salad, lads. Burger salad. So they've still got a little way to go.
American salad is an oxymoron.
And it's in the
though.
fridge. This cold little lard-covered medallion of hell,
Little
balanced
hockey
on
puck
top
of just fat.
Little hockey puck
Hockey
of
puck.
fat sat on a salad
Oh,
bed.
God.
Disgraceful. The food over here in America is
Steve, where are you from in America?
Yeah, where are you from, mate?
Let us know
We've
what
got-
state you're
We've got
from.
American connections.
We're all
Me and Alex,
essentially,
we'll hook you up.
we're essentially American.
Yeah. I've got an American passport if anyone's interested.
Oh yeah, you do. Joe's mother, your man's American from Michigan, is it? You say?
Yeah.
Al, you spent a lot of your life in Florida.
I got booted out.
I was actually meant to
Trump
move
kicked me out.
to.
No, that's Harry Maguire injured.
Don't look at it.
I was meant to move to Maryland when I was like 10, but never.
Oh, and that's
Never been to. Never been to
Oh, he's
America,
pulled up.
Cal. No, you should go.
That's Harry Maguire.
You'll get
out.
fat when you go there.
Looks like
'cause they're
Achilles
all-
or
yeah.
lower calf for Maguire. Although
He's stood up.
Oh, he looks done. I'd take him off, man. He's done.
Hold it.
Yeah, Romero's point.
Romero, very much.
Turns out Sergio Romero is actually the head coach behind the scenes of everything.
That's why he
Imagine that
doesn't
plot
play that
twist.
often.
Exactly.
That's why he's there.
He's pulling the
Because
strings.
he's doing everything.
I'd like to ask a question. If that's all right with everyone.
Of
You
course
may
it is,
ask
mate.
a
That's what
question.
we're here for.
If you would afford me the
That's what we're here
the
for.
airtime.
Go for it.
Lindelof, injured, playing against Chelsea,
Yeah.
then played against Bournemouth,
and now he's
and
out.
is unfit for this game. Pogba, injured against whoever, then played against Arsenal, then played against Rochdale, has been out for the 6 weeks since. Why do we keep playing injured players? Rashford got injured against Liverpool last year, played pretty much every game.
he
for
still
them
has.
I'm
this
guessing
season.
players are just declaring themselves fit to
And
play.
also, I don't think we have anyone else.
that shouldn't be the case.
But you can't say
How
no
can
to
you
a
declare
player.
yourself fit to play if someone's injured?
Like, there's only so many tests you can run on a player
That's a foul.
to prove if they're in. Like, if a player says, I'm all right to play, you can't really say, no, you're not all right to play.
No.
Unless it's something like a concussion where,
Dalton's from Manchester, Michigan. I love that.
the irony.
There's a few Manchesters.
Michigan, yeah. Do you know whereabouts in Michigan is that? Is it anywhere near Detroit? Is it anywhere near Dearborn? Anywhere near Traverse City? Because they're the places in Michigan that I'm sort of slightly well versed in, but not particularly. Living in Boston from the UK, lovely.
Our
So
takeaways in the UK are 100 times better. I think for like
if you want,
Chinese. and
if you
stuff
want a
like that,
Chinese, if
it's
you want a
better.
doner kebab, it's certainly better.
You can't
but-
get better Mexican food.
no.
The
We talked
Mexican
about it
food,
before, weren't we, actually?
ridiculous.
Scott McTominay's
Like, I
hair
just
is
miss the
just a
fact that
wonder.
there's not a Chipotle everywhere. That's what I miss.
Only had one Chipotle. You can get good burrito places, though.
Yeah, you can.
in
but
Manchester.
no, other levels. How
Yeah,
that's
it's like the
how good it
homemade
is.
salsas, the way the meats are cooked, the
It's everything
herbs.
I suppose
Yeah,
like-
Chipotle is a.
There's nowhere-
French-
I've
Chipotle's
never been
owned
to-
by McDonald's as well.
Yeah.
But they just haven't brought it over here, which is there's a few in London, but they're not.
I think they tried it, but it didn't quite work. They went just as they started to come to England. I think they had that whole sort of food.
Oh, he's
poisoning
in?
scandal.
Oh, no, he's not.
Scotland's going to get that. But the amount of places in America where they make their own sort of flour tortillas, they make their own corn tortillas and stuff. Near Ann Arbor, I know Ann
Arbor, Michigan. I know Ann
16
Arbor
miles
actually.
From
University of Ann Arbor.
I've got
is
family
a-
in Dearborn and where's the other one? Up near Lake Michigan and stuff like that. Yeah, very
trying to
nice.
think where the fuck.
Taco Bell is in Arndale, isn't bad.
All right,
Yeah, it is,
Stephen
but
Howson would
that's sort of
obviously agree with
it's
that.
for like
Howson
fast
loves
food
it.
Mexican. That's yeah, fair enough.
Taco Bell's just your drunk food. Though. You can't have that sober.
Oh, I don't know. I heard Taco Bell's pretty grim. Never eaten it in my life before, to be honest. But
Where's the thing?
It's exciting.
I've got pop.
It's fun. Greenwood on the ball into Mata. Back
Oh,
to
he
Greenwood,
got
who was
body
clearly
checked, yeah.
blocked off there. They've been a little bit dirty, haven't they, Partizan? They've not been frightened to.
they're here for a good time, not a long time. Put it that way. By the looks of it, they're just here for the piss up. They're going out to 42s tonight.
Everybody here is either drunk or high. The girl tried to fight this group and her boyfriend just dipped. Where are you?
Where are you, Jürgen?
Jürgen, let us know where you are, mate.
Drunk or high? It sounds
Go
very
blue.
American.
What does that mean?
One girl tried to fight this group, and her boyfriend
Go
just
blue.
dipped.
Go blue.
Come to Santa Ana in California for Mexican food. Yeah, I'm sure. I would. No, that's probably unfair to say. Some of, if not the best Mexican food in the world, is probably in California, isn't it?
Massive
Yeah, 'cause
Mexican
it's-
culture out there, though.
Look, yeah, exactly.
Mexican
And the
culture with-
access to
Yeah.
the commercial and
Yeah.
food and money and stuff that you're afforded in America.
Some feel like when you go to New York, just some of the
The pizza.
pizza you get there, it's like thin crust. And
See, like now, we should be able to put a picture of this pizza that I had in New York. We should be able to put that in the chat, but we can't.
oh,
Decent shot there.
Stojkovic with the save, and that's Fred with the free kick as well.
Fred used to take free kicks for Shakhtar, didn't he? He's pretty good at them.
Oh, I think that was heading over, but
I would
still.
have saved it. Heard Popeyes just killed someone. Was that Bluto that Popeye
Well, no,
killed?
there's been this big thing in America, hasn't there, about
Popeye joke.
Popeye's chicken, the
what's
sandwiches, and they've like promoted it that much that it's just got so busy, and I think people are stabbing each other over the
Oh, what, over Popeye's
Because
chicken?
they just brought out a burger, didn't they, for the first time?
Oh, I did hear about
the chicken sandwiches. Yeah,
How
and
can you
all this.
come out with a burger for the first time in 2019? Everyone
I'm
knows
not
if you have
fucking
something that's tasty, you just stick it between two slices of
Here's
bread.
our
That's
Antarctic
true.
getting a standing ovation.
That's why you have
United
toast
legend.
between two slices of bread, isn't it?
Yeah.
You love toast and you
Triple
love
toast,
sandwiches.
triple toasted
No,
taffy.
no. The middle one's toasted, the outside one's a soft.
Oh, yeah,
a
so you have
soft
the
bread.
savoury in the middle.
Oh, imagine that.
Oh,
a
the
lovely
heat.
toast
The
sandwich
heat
for me,
is a
please.
treat. The heat's a treat.
The heat's a treat, and it's fun to eat.
I thought that might have been
Bit of a
penalty.
tussle in the box there. Maguire sprawling on the floor. He seems to have overcome what looked like an off-the-ball kind of pull-up injury, but he seemed to look all right now. I'm trying to go back. I used to work at one. Okay, Jurgen Anderson used to work at Whataburger and would go in there sometimes after we got off. It was just near a college campus. He then goes on to say everyone in there was either drunk or high. This one girl tried to fight this group and her boyfriend just dipped. You know what? That's what you should do. I tell you what, you see it more in films than you do in real life, but very occasionally a girl will start a fight under the sort of pretenses that her boyfriend will back her up if
Yes,
things don't go
yeah.
well. I like this guy. He saw she was getting into
Yeah, it
a
was
situation
her
that
fault.
not only she couldn't handle, he couldn't handle, and he was like, I'm not. You can deal with this
He's
yourself. I'm
offside.
gone."
He's a mile offside there. Yeah, you can tell.
Very, very fair play there.
I saw in Sunderland a daughter fight her own mother.
Sounds about right for
It
Sunderland,
was
to be
That's
fair.
so Sunderland. Alice in Sunderland. That was
brilliant.
that was her name. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Daughter fighter and mother. Which is it's such a Sunderland thing for a mum and a daughter to be out on the same night out for starters.
It's just great fun. I think the mother must be only about 35 as well. So
What's this one? We've sort of
Steve's been
Everyone's
going on it.
discussing
I
their
tell you what,
family tree.
people
Sounds
are looking
like
at the
Moss
food
side.
chat, but nothing sparks the comments quite like us talking about food.
Yeah.
Go on, what we're saying.
Don't know where we're going in.
There's someone I want to know what this was in retaliation
College
to.
until they're 22. Eagles fan, can't stand them.
American football. It's a bit
American
shy,
football, I
know.
don't hate that.
It's a bit
You don't
shy,
like
know.
it?
So stop start.
Mm,
Can't watch. It's like 3 hours long to watch an hour long game.
that's true, yeah.
I'd rather watch the basketball.
Rugby,
but that's not-
rugby
I
is
like
just
basketball a lot.
to be
Get
fair.
into basketball.
Football,
I went to
American football
went to a Heat
produces
game.
some great athletes. Though. Sorry,
Heat are
Went
good
to
this
Heat
year.
game.
Were they shit then, or was it LeBron?
No, that
Heat?
was I went LeBron, Bosch, and Wade, and it was like they were unbelievable.
Did they win it that year?
It was 2014, 15, I think I went. They might have done.
Because he went to Cleveland. Must have been the year after that.
Yeah.
He went to Cleveland.
rugby is reunion is just the superior sport in every way, in my opinion. And
What
most
to
same
American
period.
football?
In my opinion, yes. Although there
It's
are
so
some of the
much-
athletes that come out of American
Ooh, James
football.
Garner.
James Garner's
coming
coming on.
Yeah, you'd hope so at 3-0 against these lot.
Wonder who for
Fred.
I think it might be for McTominay.
Or
to be honest.
Maguire.
It could be Maguire. Couldn't really be
Could
Maguire.
3 at the back.
Maguire
though?
looks to be moving okay after the.
Yeah, it must not have been what it looked like.
Because
It
we
looked
can't
like he
have.
had a calf
we
injury,
can't,
didn't it?
surely can't lose someone else.
3-0 though. At least we're not sat here waiting for a goal.
No.
It feels like every time we've watched the Watchalong, we're sat here.
We've been good. We've made loads of chances. We've scored 3 goals.
And it seems like we're talking not because the game's boring, but more the fact that the game's over.
Yeah,
We've
the
won
game's
game.
over. It's great, yeah.
We can talk
This is
about
the
it.
problem with popcorn. What's happening to me right now?
In between the
Do you want
two.
some
Oh.
more?
All over the place. Those kernels, those hellish kernels.
Jimmy Garner really does look like he's like
King
18.
Cantona. The comments are literally just Steve and Jacob. We're just merely spectating them both.
That's true.
That's it.
I don't
It's
mind
fine.
it.
No.
Two OGs in the comments.
Yeah.
Gotta respect
Speaking
it.
of kernels, what about KFC then? Do we like...
We were
grey
talking
area
about
for
this
me.
before.
I think KFC, in theory, on paper, is the tastiest thing you can get. But when it's in front of you, and you have 2 pieces of that chicken, I feel the grease builds itself up, and I'm just like, you know what?
You're
I
right
couldn't
there.
have summed it up
You
better.
are
Yeah.
right.
KFC smells better than it tastes.
Yeah.
Like candles and soap.
Yeah. You don't eat soap. Well,
trust
I
me,
eat
I've
soap.
been there.
Don't eat soap.
I've been there. I thought, what are these lovely Turkish delights that I've been given at this
KFC,
hotel? Put me
candles
who
and
puts
soap.
that on the pillow? Fred off, as Jack Casey says in
Yeah,
the comments.
Fred off.
Fred, you know what, mate? Fred off.
Yeah, you see you, mate. Fred off.
Fred off. We've got Garner coming on. Fred
Phil
off.
Fred. Phil Fred off.
Phil Fred, yeah, exactly. I didn't work at Whataburger, just near one. Oh, okay, sorry. We had a kebab. That's
kebab.
another American thing.
Kebab.
Kebab. That's an American thing. My mum says kebab.
She actually says kebab.
You don't say gyros or gyros.
It's gyros.
Or hero sometimes.
Heroes.
Place that we were friends with in this group tried to rob the place, so the employee chased him down the street with a shawarma knife. Fantastic.
Surprised it wasn't a gun now in the States.
Use what you've got near you. That's what I say.
Knife.
I've always liked the idea of shaving anything with one of those kebab sort of shearers.
Oh, what they get the...
I've always wanted to use
I think
one
that's
of
a
them.
shawarma knife. I think that's what he's on about there. A kebab
No, that's
shear.
one of those like long scythes that you sort of... You're holding your pitta underneath. Sorry,
Chick-fil-A's up there.
Matthew
I've
Tham
got
saying
to
KFC
agree.
tastes different in different countries. KFC in Australia tastes the best. Worst KFC is Mexico.
I've heard, where is it? I think Iceland, because of how ridiculous their like food hygiene laws are. KFC, and like you have to have organic meat and all that kind of stuff.
It's the best KFC.
KFC is like ridiculous.
Yeah,
there.
I'm not surprised, to be honest.
KFC in America is 10 times
I
better
don't
than
think
UK.
I ever had KFC when I was over there.
I had it
Chick-fil-A
once when I was
was
about
because
12.
you had the choice of
Oh, I've heard Chick-fil-A is good. I've never
Chick-fil-A is
Chick-fil-A
monstrously
sauce.
good.
Chick-fil-A sauce you could bathe in. It's that good.
had it. Was it like kind of like a Chipotle?
I've only ever had it in an airport. I've had it twice. Both
Chick-fil-A
times in an airport.
sauce is. There's got to be someone in the comments that can explain that, but it's like a honey mayo, but it's like a bit of barbecue in there.
It's amazing.
ridiculous.
And they do like waffle fries as well.
Oh
don't they?
yeah.
I've seen the waffle fries.
Crisp as you like.
It's
And
ridiculous.
the thing is, do you know what you get with the KFC? When you bite into it and you think, it can be, why can't we have moist chicken and nice dry crispy batter? And really, often you've got fatty batter and,
Batter.
fatty batter.
Fatty batter.
Fatty batter.
Your alter alias, Fatty Batter.
When I put a pillow up my shirt and start
Fatty
saying like
batter.
racy jokes.
The other thing about Chick-fil-A is it's
Chick-fil-A's dry and
very,
moist.
very religious. I think it's Christian.
To the point of
They don't open on
difficulty.
Sundays.
Really?
They open on Sundays, but also they are overly nice when you're there.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Like ridiculously nice. But the positive is, if the drive-through line was too long, you get to the end and you go, because it's taking so long, it's on us today.
Oh,
I've had
seriously?
that 2 or 3 times that's happened where they just go,
my
it's taking too long,
Didn't-
it's on us.
Weren't Chick-fil-A in some sort of, let's say, media hot water for their overly religious views on
Yeah, because they
potentially, let's not...
Gay
If anyone,
people.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah,
gay
'cause they were-
people.
Because I think there was a kind of a cross section there where people were going, well, you can't have him there, so you can't have people working there that are gay.
Which, of course, is...
Have you opened the?
No, not that.
Not
I just
gassy.
want to make sure we're not spreading slander here.
No, I've got one here.
The headline is "Clock Off," which basically writes
UK's
itself.
only Chick-fil-A outlet shut in LGBT rights row.
Yeah, I think essentially their view on gay people made people sort of protest them being open. Which, you know what?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Yes, ethos and moral stance goes completely against our values, and the UK, progressive country that has
Andreas Pereira's coming on
legalised
for Rashford.
same-sex marriage for some years.
It's good to see Rashford actually getting 25 minutes and just saying, "You don't need you. We don't need you to play right now. We've got the goals."
Yeah, because Chick-fil-A in the past have made donations to organisations which oppose same-sex marriages. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
We've
is
done all sorts,
is not good in any way, is it? Of course,
Chris Lee and Mank living stateside, and Chick-fil-A is the best.
but it does taste bloody
It's
nice.
amazing.
Is Nando's overrated? I don't even know how highly it's rated, to be honest.
I like Nando's and I like going to Nando's, but it's overrated and overpriced. So sometimes you go in there, you spend 14 quid, and you're like, man, it's not really
Yeah.
a meal. That is it?
To be fair, I haven't had Nando's in a long time, but I did enjoy Nando's.
I and this guy Williams isn't injured; he's on the bench, but we think because Ashley Young's injured, he's going to start on Sunday. Suspended. Ashley Young's going to be suspended, so he's going to start this weekend.
Yeah.
That's why Williams isn't there.
Don't read that, but that's quite funny.
That's
Five Guys is great but expensive. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
agree.
go. Tenner for a
There's
burger. Pre-fry. Although if you go into most of them, you do get free peanuts, so...
You have to go with people. You have to go with a group and get the large fries for like 6 quid between like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, I've
and you're
never
all
done
right
that.
there.
I didn't know that was
Yes,
even
because
an
the large
option.
fries is like a bag of fries. It's not like a...
Is it? Oh, that's interesting. I haven't had Nando's in a long time, actually, but I used to not mind it. I used to get Nando's... I get half a chicken.
Half chicken, I always go butterfly chicken.
But what's the difference?
No bones?
No bones in the butterfly chicken. It's just the breast kind of open.
Do butterflies have bones?
No, it's got the skin still attaching. The
No, I
breast.
mean the animal.
Probably a spine.
No,
is
is it not? Yeah, I think it's a insect.
Let us know in the comments.
Do
Do butterflies have bones?
bones?
And I'll be honest, the same goes for moths.
Another misplaced pass by
If you
Maguire
know
there.
about moths, tell us that as well. Because I reckon they've got that.
I don't think moths do.
They've got that sort
kind
of
of
pod bod, as I would call it.
Moth in Ireland is actually slang for a girl.
Is it?
Say,
Chris,
me moth.
Chris Matthews asked best pizza in Manchester. Now, if you can't answer that now, what we can say is there may be or may not be a pizza review on the Stephen
Possibly.
Housen Patreon.
Possibly. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
Personally, I would say Rudy's, but I'm more of a that's that sort of
I've not really
Neapolitan
been to
wet
any,
scented style.
I've not been for any
it's a bit-
different.
But in terms of what they do it the best. I think they're hitting their
What did we say for Ciaran?
200 likes.
So we need
27 more likes, and Ciaran's gonna get absolutely bladdered.
270 of you.
He's
That's
gonna look. He's
10%.
come on.
Just do it.
Come on.
If you
Like-
haven't liked the video yet, like it now.
Why, what do we
Like,
say? 250?
for example, like Joe hasn't liked the video.
I haven't liked it on my own channel.
There you
Steve S says, In and Out gave me the 2 bob bits, which for those who don't know is Cockney rhyming slang for shits. Man, you need a good winning streak, 5 to 10 games. Couldn't agree with you more. If you live in a Latino state, don't know what that means, shouldn't have read this comment. The cheapest Mexican food is the best, either at a meat market or a little truck. I can vouch for that. Definitely a lot of excellent
We
food
went to-
trucks and stuff. Even
I went to a place in Orlando that's literally,
Yeah.
it was a hole in the wall, and you go in. Guy can't speak English, top lad. He
perfect.
come in for breakfast, and
Yeah,
you're having
Yeah.
unbelievable. But,
Big
however,
spread as well.
great food, but it was a dodgy stomach.
I was,
It was
yeah.
not a
We were yeah.
long day on the golf course meal.
Oh
that you
no,
should have
definitely
been
don't
having.
start the day with a Mexican. We were saying before though, even Florida, which isn't sort of known for its Mexican food, has much better Mexican food than I've ever had in England. That's just something.
Well, it's got a lot of influx because it's on that East Coast.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Yeah,
it does, yeah.
for
a
sure.
lot of Cuban,
but it's not known in the same like New Mexico,
Oh, yeah, yeah, of
Texas,
course,
California, or
Yeah.
the sort of the hubs for Mexican food in America.
Absolutely.
Even
But,
Florida has excellent stuff compared to what we have here. Do a shoey. Ooh,
Oh, don't want to do a shoey.
there's loads of football boots in the studio. You can do a shoey.
Don't make me do a shoey. There's no beer left.
We don't need one.
We have
do you mean?
gin.
You're having a triple. You're having a triple shot shoey.
Oh,
But we
If
need
he
to
gets
get
4
to
more likes, it's only 4 more likes.
No, I
We're
thought we
gonna
said
do
250.
it.
We said 250.
We're gonna do it. It's
We said
200.
200's the shots. If you get to 250,
250,
I'll
I'll
Do
do
a
it.
shoey.
yeah.
Okay, 200, and he'll do the triple shot challenge.
So we need 4 more.
I'm
and
gonna
there's
get
I'd
it.
rather
a
do it out of
shot.
my shoe, if I'm honest.
And
I'm
if you
not
do
gonna
it, the triple shot challenge. Oh, I didn't tell you. There's a shot of hot sauce in there as well.
lie. Yeah, fuck.
I can't wait
197,
for this.
3 more to go, and Callum's just going to go and set the shots up. 'cause
3
they're
more
gonna have
shots.
to-
3 more things.
Shots.
Just bring the
shots,
bottles
shots,
in, the
shots.
beers in, and a cup.
Please
3
care about
things
my
and,
liver.
the hot sauce.
We got 50 likes to go, so relax.
No, it's 2
No,
for
well,
the
that's...
3-shot challenge.
For the 3-shot challenge,
Yeah.
the shoey's at 250.
I'm not doing another 3 shots in the shoe.
No, just
No,
one.
just like a
Kind of.
drink out of a shoe.
Yeah.
We're on 203 now.
We'll have a bit
Yeah,
of a mix.
and we've got the shoe of a man
How was
who
your-
died of gout in the back there. So it adds to the risk.
The other week you had a Di Serrano with beer in it. How was that?
It was all right.
Oh, I had that as well. That was quite nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
Refreshing, yeah.
It just tastes like a very,
Dr. Pepper with a
very
little bit of
heavy
lager.
Dr Pepper. It's like what do they call it? A
Oh, shit,
turbo
1,
shandy.
212.
Someone said the problem with
212.
getting any food in Florida is it means you have to be in Florida. There's some amazing parts of Florida.
Some great parts of Florida, great beaches, great folk, and my grandparents
have-
didn't live anywhere else.
Dun dun dun.
Can we get
that's the
another
gin.
cup,
Mediterranean. We
like
got...
a bigger cup to put all 3 in? So we've got gin.
We don't even have Captain. We got
And we get the
Captain
hot-
Cooks.
It's
We
too
don't
small,
even
it
have
won't fit it
Captain
all in.
Morgans.
I think that's
You
a
get hot sauce,
I
though,
think
right?
that's a candle holder.
That's
Not
a can.
Like a candle in the wind, right? So let's move this out of the way for a minute. There's nothing in the way now. Let's get this out of the way so we can get the main drag here.
God, I miss HP sauce.
Oh god, HP sauce.
HP
need
sauce
that.
is good.
This is
Right,
what
so
we
we've got in this shot we've got a gin, we've got a
Wow, that's
rum,
mint, by the way, Steve.
and we've got a vodka. And this is our man here, Ciaran. How are you feeling today, Ciaran? Our first contestant today.
No,
You know, I
the
felt
little
worse.
bomb one.
Oh no, I'm not doing the bomb, man. No. Carl, come back. I'm not doing the bomb.
You're not
No,
doing it.
I'll get sick. Everyone.
Okay, he's not doing the bomb.
I won't
Okay.
do the bomb, man.
You know
'cause that
what?
is
He's only
serious
human.
shit.
He's only human.
I'm only human.
We're
Come
up
on.
to 218. Like the video. Even Kyle's in there. Yeah, everyone wants to see the shoey.
Yeah.
Like, what?
United still 3-0 up, of course, as you can see at the bottom of the video there.
There.
Let's move this backwards, actually. So, here's the shot. It's going to be a shot of
You're doing
Arios
one at a
gin.
time, aren't you? You're not going to go.
No, he's doing all 3 at
I'll
once.
do all 3 at once. don't you?
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
So, Arios gin. We'll have a shot of that.
Better man than.
Oh,
there
mate,
we
that's
go.
more than. Oh,
That's a good.
I used to work in a bar. I know what shots
Bring
are.
them all in.
Yeah, put all
Sod
the
it.
hot sauces in.
oh my god.
I reckon we go for that red one there. That one. Pass him that red one. Then we've got Captain Cooks. We've got knockoff Captain Morgan's. It's not even expensive. Come on, Steve.
What's a shoey? It's
Have
a
a
shot
word.
out of a shoe. Or
It's
a drink
beer
out of a shoe.
Yeah. We've got the Captain Cooks going in.
Sorry, I've made a noise there.
That's a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
Film this, will you?
This is a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
Film, yeah.
And then we've got the Glenn's vodka going in as well. This is what the triple shot.
It's not going to get to 250 likes, so it doesn't matter.
You still got to do it. You do it at 200. You're already doing it.
Right. So, do you want to wait till it gets to 250 or?
No, you've got to do this first. This is 200. This
is it now. This is the only thing we're doing. We're not doing the shoey anymore. It's just this. And the hot sauce as well. This is a crushed red pepper sauce from Spurtree Jamaican, which I mean, those the pictures on this.
I think that alone is enough for it.
No, the whole point is the hot sauce. It's not anyone can just drink a bit of
No,
beer.
just put it in, please. Come on.
Oh! like Mother Light Son. Cheers. Just put it in, please. Come on.
This is so good.
Can we get
a lot better in my
a
head.
single on this as well, by any chance? If you just, I mean, even if you have to take
zoom
one
Can
off.
we have a little bit of that because I need to hold it down. I'm not getting sick on the camera.
No, I don't. And can we get a bucket that we talked about before?
Tell me when it's. Tell me where it is, and I'll.
This is going to end well.
Lingard comes on for Scott McTominay there, resting him for the thing. If we move the shot over here, there you go. Might need to. We've got. This is so horrible.
Everyone's like,
Odds on him spewing. Get your comments.
Yeah, let's
in.
get your odds on him spewing. I'm giving it a 2-1, which is very favourable.
And this is very much off the cuff. If you'd like some more structured punishments in the watch logs,
structured punishment. Which
please get them in now so we can.
and if it can't get any worse, the only
we can do this.
Can we get the single shot?
Oh, not too much, please. I do have
Wait
to
for it.
Smell it.
Wait
That's
for
it.
it. Oh,
Mate, that is the grimmest thing I've ever
It's
seen.
so gross!
Oh, mate, I don't know if I'm going to drink that. I don't know if I can drink
Look
that.
at it!
It's not a floating.
Oh, mate, I don't know if I can drink that.
Can we have a
That's
stir?
fucking grim.
Hang on, can we give this a
It's not-
stir?
Just give it you go for
Oh,
it.
son.
He's going to do it. Get this. Get
Get
it
the camera on him!
Get a ca- Oh. 2-1. It's going to happen. Go.
He's had to stop. He's had to
He's
stop.
going to go. He's going to go. You've got to do the last bit with the hot sauce. That's one shot now. Just one.
No, I hope McTominay's not injured
get sick
either,
if I
but
drink
he is going down the tunnel.
Are you alright?
I'm good.
I'm
Just
gonna
to
be
let you know.
sick. I feel sick.
The rum, mate, takes the edge off.
However, I reckon this is the hardest bit.
Go on. Oh, it's the hot sauce has gone in that bit. Oh, it fell back in the glass. It made me feel gross. He's not well.
Hang on.
He's not well. Yay! Fantastic.
Still left it there, but fuck
There's
you,
still
man.
a bit in there, but he's
And
done
if,
his job.
if after that you've not liked the video, what's wrong with you?
Oh my God, that
What's
made
wrong
me feel
with you?
sick. I feel like I'm going to be sick.
I
You're a
found that.
tougher man than me. You're going to be bladding in a minute, mate.
Yeah, bad. Fuck yeah, I'll leave that beer for a bit. Oh, God.
You all right?
I tell you what, that was all right. The first
Let's get these off the table.
The first sip of that was okay.
If you've not
And then
liked
the last
video,
bit was fine, but then I felt the hot sauce slither into my
Don't
mouth.
say slither.
Slither in.
Don't
And I
say
just
slither.
had to put it down because like I wrenched a bit when that slid into my mouth.
Just
Making me
McTominay's
feel
gonna
sick just watching it, shaking that said, you know what? I just licked a bit of that hot sauce. It's hot, isn't it?
it actually is a bit.
It's not as bad
burned
as
the
that-
back of my throat now.
that bomb thing. That's
Anyone who's seen Hot Ones, the popular YouTube show, I'm not sure, Cal, we can get a zoom in on this. The bomb.
you don't need to.
That's
Put it
what-
on
yeah.
that camera.
Yeah,
There.
that's what
Yeah.
they
That
wanted
one.
me to do with this. I didn't do that. 'cause-
This is ridiculous.
it's
That's
too
not
hot, that
even,
one. We
no,
don't
that's-
wanna do that.
makes, I don't understand that. I don't understand
Oh,
why
dear.
you'd have that.
that wasn't too bad. I've drank.
Kamucho says, "Hope we've not got school tomorrow, lad. What you got planned tomorrow?"
I'm gonna try qualify for weekend league because I'm a dying virgin who's gonna die alone. But yeah, no FIFA over the weekend.
He's gone. He's lost it.
No, but FIFA tomorrow is the plan. Maybe a bit of call.
Jacob O.C., give him a shot as a well done. You know what?
Yeah,
Couldn't
you
agree
deserve
more,
it,
Jacob.
Jacob O.C. celebratory pint. I'm with you there, bud.
Oh my God, I feel sick. I think I've.
That
Well
was-
done, son.
Yeah.
I said it before. I say it again. Best watch along around. Yeah, it is, and it's only going to get
Why?
better as well. As I said,
Tell your friends to watch the video. Share it. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
I'll be honest. We have lost 15 viewers as a result of that. But you know what? I'm here, and I enjoyed
No.
it more than anything else tonight. So.
He's
Well
giving his
done,
stomach
son.
a rub. That's a worry.
No. There's nothing
just
coming back
no.
up. There's nothing coming back.
Yeah.
Out with the mouth anyway. Tomorrow morning may be a different story.
Mata on the ball, edge of the box.
Jimmy
to Garner. Plays it out to Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka on the overlap. Greenwood comes inside and passes it back to Garner.
We're talking
ball
football.
down a little bit now. Oh dear. Well, you know what? Cheers, mate. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I feel okay. I just need to burp more than anything.
I mean, you do like drinking, don't you, to be fair?
Oh, I feel better.
There you go.
The bomb is the hottest sauce I've had in life. It is very hot.
It really is hot.
Ghost pepper.
At least I didn't have to do the shoey. I'm kind of...
Like I said, let us know what would you like to see on the watch-along.
Preferably not more shoeys.
Little challenges, little games, little bits of fun. Tonight's been good, actually, because United have won.
Yeah.
How nice has it been?
Well, don't count your chickens yet, lads. Come on. I mean, you never know with us what we're capable of.
If we don't win this game now, I tell you what, I'll drink that whole jar of the bomb. Martial run through, heavy touch
Good
there,
tackle,
tackled. Ciaran on suicide watch, yeah.
I'm okay. Chill.
Yeah,
Everyone needs to chill. I've drank worse than this before. All my mates are memeing me up from that picture on my story. There's me at the Last Supper.
See, we need to be able to get these on the show. If you send them, can you text them to Callum so we can put them on
me
there?
Yeah.
Text them to him. Send them to live producer.
Shout out to the lads in a 450 Moss. Or I'm not going to give it away.
Thanks,
have you got
mate.
the original picture as well? Can you send that?
I don't have the original.
I have
picture.
the original. I'll send that.
You have the original. Sorry.
We'll donate $5 for a shoey.
Oh, mate, come on.
If we see the money first, the shoe is assured. We can't risk it.
Yeah, we've
been stung before. Is it that one?
Yes, that's the one. Well, I'm not going to drink out of anyone else's shoe. I'm not drinking any more.
Yeah, but then you've got to go home.
I've got to go home.
Shoe.
Do you live with your girlfriend?
No, she hates me. No, I do not live with my lovely girlfriend Alana, who's probably watching, and I have to give her.
If you're at home
Hi,
now,
Alana.
Hi.
Your boyfriend's here, and he's very fine. Okay, he's very safe.
We should probably fill in more booze. Don't care.
I've had the last dab deliciously painful. I've never had that actually.
Jacob OC bringing a donkey. I don't know what you got in your mind, Jacob, but we're not that type of channel.
We're not that type of stream, I'm afraid. So there's the original for you to look at, Callum.
We're going to get up. My mates have kind of memed me up.
Show the original first, or don't worry about it. Okay.
To see the original, go over to our Stretford Paddock Instagram.
I am
and give us a
the
follow.
meme of this office. To be honest, I'm not going to lie.
Can we get that off the screen, Callum, so we can see what's on the screen?
Skay dog. 10 minutes left, 3-0. What we saying?
Okay. Yeah, this is Ciaran in full force. What is it? Your flatmates who've done a little Photoshop job.
Housemates who have been photoshopping me because I am not only a meme in the house I live at, but a meme in the office as well. I have been cut up when I've been at my most vulnerable and turned into a...
It's a dodgy place to work in when you know that at any point, any picture...
that's the first one.
This is Forrest Gump.
With Forrest Gump. We have that one. Do we have another one as well, Mr. Skayman?
What else? Fantastic.
Just got that brought in. Partizan have been poor. Yeah, they have been poor.
Yeah, they've been a bit shit.
They've been what you'd expect, but I mean, we've
United
struggled to beat teams like this so far this season, so it's nice.
Yeah, working in an office with graphic designers and stuff is a dodgy place to be because anything that happens can just...
We got another one here from... there's me and the Donald.
That's Vladimir Putin, isn't it?
Yeah, helping it world relations one step at a time, me. As you can see, me and Donald having a good laugh
how
there.
you're holding that pint. So happy.
You know what? People laugh at me.
Also, I'm sorry, just looking at that picture, I don't think we can get a zoom in. Let me know if we can. Why is your first finger so much shorter than your rest of your fingers?
My first one?
On that picture, it looks like it's
yeah.
like it's like that.
That's because I'm holding a glass, probably. And people laugh at me in the house because apparently I don't. Normal people do pint glasses like that. Yeah, I go up here. I'm at right angle. Do we have one more, Mr. Skayman? Do we? All right, fair. Well, that's me memed up again.
Yeah, very nice.
For all your enjoyment.
Can see Ashley Young scoring. Yeah, I could see him scoring too. This has been quite good. I'll say it. Oh no,
Maguire. Ashley Young.
I hear one of you can do the shoey.
No, you got to do it. You said you do it. I'll only do it. I'll only do it. You can just do a bit. You don't have to do any mad shots or anything.
Okay.
Let's get a shoe to do it out of. Are you doing it out your own shoe?
Well, I'm not doing it out of your shoe. I probably shouldn't do it in my shoe. I've been walking around in it all day. But you can't do a shoey unless it's in your own shoe.
Is that really the rule?
Yeah, you have to do it in your own shoe.
Yeah, we'll put a bit of beer in.
I'm only putting a bit of beer in.
It's not that Heineken left. Did you have that one?
There you go. Put some
I don't wear
on
these
there.
shoes that often, so it's like.
So you
Oh,
can wash
the
it.
white as well.
This is Ciaran doing a shoey out of his own shoe. Which, how has this happened? But lift it up so we
Oh
can
my
see.
god! I just forgot to walk home and do it.
Oh, they smell like black currant.
Yeah, thank you. I'll walk around.
Say when.
There, that's enough.
Go on, lad. Go on, then. Oh, this
Big
is
shit,
hideous.
Matthew
This
Tom.
is hideous. This is hideous. He's drinking. Go on, man. Go on. Hey! He's the best. He's the best of us. Oh, we get that every last drop out of that,
Tremendous.
mate. Oh, is it?
It's all right. I've drank worse fluids in my life.
Awful. He's always drank worse fluids. What fluids have you had?
I went to a Catholic all-boys school. Let your imagination do the rest.
Thank you very much for the donation, Matthew, mate.
Yeah, thank you, Matthew, mate.
Oh
Keep
my
coming.
God.
People don't get the idea that I will be like drinking mad stuff for money.
No,
I'd rather
this,
forge.
This
was a
once
one-time
in a-
only
yeah.
thing, and we explicitly said that he would do.
It's a Thursday night. It's
shoey.
piss and rain,
Yeah.
and I've got fuck all on tomorrow, so I might as well have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah. Oh my god.
America is drunk already. Go home,
We
America.
gained 10 viewers for that, and you know what? It deserved more, but I'm happy for you. Jesus Christ, you love drinking.
Just remembered we do have to do a review after this. Cannot be arsed.
How are you feeling? You all
I'm
right?
feeling all right now, like honestly. But I'd say in about. Luckily, there's about 5 minutes left in this game. I'd say give it about 20 minutes. I'll be sat
Brilliant
here
with the tackle
talking
as well,
kind of like this. this dream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What time?
Shoey. Right, Jacob OC says Paddock, best type of bread.
Tiger bread.
Tiger bread.
Yeah, tiger breath.
I'm going to go for a sourdough loaf. What about
I'm
you in
not
the
like-
comments?
I
We've got a lad in the back with a giraffe bloomer who keeps in touch with whether it's called tiger bread anymore or
is
giraffe bread.
A giraffe.
It's tiger
bloomer?
bread. But a little kid said it looks more like a giraffe than a tiger. And then they made a nice thing of
There's some very deep breaths.
how much for Housen to do a shoey with all three in a hot sauce.
I reckon.
before the stream.
I reckon it's a Patreon.
It'd do a lot.
If you go on the Patreon,
It'd take a lot
you
for
get-
Housen to do that, I think. Housen to shoey a kebab. We'll blend up a kebab in a pint glass with a load of lager. See if we'll down it. I've never seen him eat a kebab, you know.
No,
It's a shame.
Surprised with.
If you can do a shoey and stand tall, you'll be a man, my son.
Thanks, DS.
You know what? You've really come across well tonight.
I think I've grown, turned into a boy to a man.
You feel
I
like
like to
you've turned
think.
into a man.
You know, United have scored 3 goals. I've done a shoey. I've done, the start.
Cheers, Hugo.
Recognised.
He's drinking at home as well.
My guy.
People join expecting high quality analysis of the United game. Seeing an Irish lad do a shit.
He's going to fight someone. You're damn fucking
This is
right. I will.
Fina. He says, turns out you can potentially contract a staph infection from doing a shoey.
Not from your own shoe, though.
Not from your own shoe.
Not from my own
You'll be
shoe.
fine.
I think I've got a clear bill out.
They came out of him and they're allowed to go back in him anyway.
My feet smell like cheese, so that can only mean a good thing.
Yeah, cheese sandwiches are one of the best sandwiches. So.
Exactly.
So what's wrong with
And I
that?
put a bit of ham in them in there.
In the
Ham and
shoes?
cheese, like a meal deal. My
What's
third
it?
meal deal of the
He
day.
loves a ham
That's the
and cheese
third
meal.
meal deal he's had today.
I've had 2 because they had it on reduced in Tesco. I thought it'd be rude not to get a ham and cheese sandwich again.
Yeah, that's true. 86 minutes gone then. 3-0 United. In terms of chances, sort of slowed down since the substitutions, but
100%,
the game's
yeah.
dead now. United have looked the better team throughout, really. Mata looked good on the ball, but
Look
again,
better.
just been dispossessed there. But I think he's looked quite good, Juan Mata. Who would be your man of the matches so far? Man's.
We got another donation from Nero
Kieran
Nero.
Pepto-Bismol with that tenner.
Oh man!
Never know what
Big
that
shout
is.
out to
Thank you,
Nero
mate.
Nero, man.
Hey up, Josh, mate. Okay,
Oh,
at work.
Josh. He
Haven't
kept us
been
going
able
for
to
the
say.
Liverpool game.
Oh, sorry.
That was
Okay,
fun.
lads. So at work, haven't been able to comment. I've had a few things to say. First, KFC in the UK sucks. Australia's much better. My favourite pub closed on Wednesday, so I asked out the hot waitress. How did
Good
it go, Josh,
lad.
mate? How did it go? And what
Let-
was the pub called? Because we want to know everyone's local pub. What, you asked her out because you knew the place was closing. Do you think she gets closed with the pub? She's just going to get
She's gonna disappear.
She's just going to
She's
get a
gonna
job
melt.
at the next pub down the road. She don't disappear.
Ciaran there.
I'm drinking tea because I'm not allowed to drink doctor's orders. That's very sad to hear, Jacob. Hope you get well soon. Hope you can drink again soon. That's really what we want, isn't it? As great as that was, $5 wasn't worth
Mate,
it. You know
fuck
what?
off. I'd like to see you do a shoey. King Cantona, do me a favour. As Roy Keane says, do me a favour. Oh, come on, man. I just drank out my own
She
shoe.
said no, so I lost my favourite pub and the love of my life in one.
Sorry about that, Josh.
Josh, how come you tipping in different currencies every time? What's that about?
No, it's Australian dollars.
That's the
isn't
same thing.
Oh, is it?
Oh, we must. Why
I
is
don't
it a
really-
different colour?
I don't know why it's a different colour. It's a different amount. So if you
shout
do
out to
tenner in
Josh.
one currency, it's always orange, even if that currency is like Zimbabwean dollars and it's 1,000,000 to 1. That's a real shame, Josh. But you know what? Honestly, good on you for having the guts to ask someone out. Because it is, it's not easy to do that, is it? It's one of the more difficult
not, especially
things to do.
if you do like someone, ask them.
Yeah, it's really hard. I just sort of try and chat to him.
Marshall.
He's offside. He looked offside. No, he's on.
Pereira back. Who's coming onto it?
No one.
I know it's Pereira there. Who passed the ball in?
Garner, maybe.
Maybe it was Garner.
No.
I think it was Garner.
Wan-Bissaka on the right, out to Pereira, back inside to Mata into Martial, who just gets sort of bustled off the ball by a centre back there. And, Partizan can break now.
Matthew Twan, best $5 spent.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, it felt.
Thanks.
My misery does bring joy to many. I'm not gonna lie.
I just don't drink anymore.
I'm waiting for those 3 shots to kick in. No, they've not quite kicked in yet.
They're just gonna hit. They're gonna hit like a brick.
Because they are going to kick in.
Yeah, they are probably on the bus home.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah. Oh, King Cantona says he meant that it was worth more, not worth less. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Just because those $5 wasn't worth it. Doesn't seem like that's what you said. No. You know, not to doubt you, but you know.
Come on,
take your
and
apology.
we got 217 watching out. Last 2 minutes, smash
get
the
to
like button. Let's
250.
get us to 250, folks.
Aw.
Come on.
Nice
After
round number.
drinking out my own fucking shoe for you, you can smash it to 250.
He'll drink
Come
out
on.
of his own underwear if we get to 250.
I wouldn't want to do
We'll
that.
drench his gusset with beer and he will squeeze
Bit of
it.
soilage on the boxers. Bit of soilage. Just a small bit of soilage.
Making a sort of human gravy all night that we will
Yeah.
pour
Oh,
on
God,
a
please.
Sunday dinner.
Oh my.
If you crumble a little OXO cube in your gusset at the start of the day, you have a lovely gravy to come home to. And that is
Lovely stuff.
That's a little cooking tip for anyone at home.
Lovely
Just crumble an OXO cube into the gusset of your pants before you go to work or school. When you get home, a lovely human gravy to go with dinner. Look at Paraffin Pete. He definitely did his shoeies in the Stretford end. I'm sure he did. Maguire is solid. He definitely is. The stream has been absolute carnage. Can't watch the game where I am, but this stream has been totally worth it. Cheers, mate. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be a nice supplement to the game or a nice alternative to the game.
Nero, this has been my first ever super chat donation. Been fun watching the game with you, mates. Cheers, we're live for every United game, every competition throughout the season. Look at it. It's Thursday night. It's pissing rain.
It's been raining for a day.
In Manchester. It's dark since 5 o'clock.
We do have some serious content in the week.
A little bit. Which is why.
A little bit of transfer news.
Which is why you should subscribe to the channel.
Drink beer strained from Jesus' fartwear.
Mate, that's probably
I
soiled
like how it's just called fartwear rather than like underwear. Like knitwear, streetwear,
No,
fartwear. That's what I wear. Lovely.
Soiled gusset shot. John's not very happy.
He don't like it. He don't like the sound of it.
No, but yeah, we do have some serious content in the week where we actually
have
talk
plenty
a
of
little
serious
bit about
content
football.
still. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Which is why you should also hit the subscribe button
subscribe.
and the notification bell as
Oh
well.
my God, look at
Oh
you.
my God, we're selling.
We're running through
Sell.
all the corporate stuff, aren't we? This feels like a funeral for Partizan. They were pretty good in the first. It's not really a leg, is it? But the first tie.
Yeah.
It's at home and
I think United
it's
have
a tough
sort
place
of-
to go to.
I'm amazed we only beat Astana 1-0 and Alkmaar go to Kazakhstan and win 5-0.
Yeah, we were. That was at a time where we were just struggling to score any
true.
goals.
Confidence
though,
in front of goal.
Bobby Jones will it always be U3 for the games. Probably not. I don't know.
not.
No, we got House
Will
and we
mix
got
and match.
Yeah,
everyone
I'm
else.
here for most of them. I think
Yeah.
you're here for.
I
Sort
dip. You know what? I haven't been on a
YouTube
watch along
No,
this
we've been
year
for a lot
where
this year.
we've lost. So
He's like James Milner.
So
scoring
Ciaran's
penalties
coming
for
every
Liverpool.
week from now on after that.
Yeah,
you're damn right.
But this weekend's a home game.
Yeah,
So I'm
most
guessing
Abbots
it'll
are
probably be
saying
similar.
soilage. Just soilage.
just soilage.
Soilage.
Rolls off
Yeah,
the top.
Bobby.
Automatic.
With it being a home
Silver
game,
rotating cast. Howson's often on them, and there's a few other.
yeah,
lads
it's a
who
lot
come
of
in
lads
and
have
out.
season tickets. So with the home games that they go to, but
I've been a subscriber for a while now. Was there when Jesus farted? This
Only
is like-
OGs were there when Jesus farted.
I mean, that was only like 2 weeks
it
ago,
was tremendous.
but it was fun. Is it full time? No, it's not
Not
full time.
quite
It's about-
yet.
We're 2 minutes into a 3
not
minutes
far
of
away.
stoppage time. We'll let you know when the whistle
We're
goes.
probably a
18
bit
more
behind
likes.
as
Come
well.
on, 18 more likes.
Come on, folks. 18 more likes. Get us there with the last minute on the clock. Just push us there. We're
Wolves
so close now.
Pereira out
Bad
to
ball, became
Mason
good ball.
Greenwood. We've got one last chance of attack. It doesn't look like it. Partizan have won the ball back there.
3-0 though, it is what it is. You take it though, wouldn't you?
3-0, yeah. We definitely take it. As Partizan try and make a counter attack, and the ball goes out for a throw in.
He's kept it in.
No, it's
He's
gone.
kept it in.
Yeah, no, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he hasn't. Ball goes out for a throw in. Looks like the game's coming to an end. Shame that I can't donate. Feels
Anmar
bad. Don't worry
Delap-
about it, mate.
Yeah, chill, man.
not at
Only
all.
It's all
donate if you
good.
can and
Yeah.
if you want to. No pressure. 12 minutes of added time in the Wolves game. What happened?
Must have
what
been a
happens
serious
there?
injury,
Let's
I'm
have a-
guessing. It was 0-0. Apparently, Wolves got a late winner though.
Right, that's it. That
is full time.
Full time.
We'll be
for
back
Man
with
United.
some kind of football
Yeah.
talk shortly.
3-0. We'll be back very soon for the review. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Cheers, lads.